Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with I, Enchantress, the Babbler, on our evolutionary high of a rise, or whatever the case may be. Right? Either way, welcome. This is a very specific reading for very specific folks, and everyone has been given a code number whom participated in this dice divination flash sale offer that was given on my social media platforms for those that were interested and whom participated. This is what that is. It lasted for 48 hours. It's still going, but I'm starting the process. If anybody else is still interested in getting their own dice divination, there are two ways that you can get your own dice divination, and it will be delivered in this very similar platform in another video, obviously, with a code name for you too, you know. It's really cool. Either way, what was I saying? I'm getting distracted. Hold on. So yeah. Sorry, it's just I'm still on the clock. Okay, and that's just how it be. For those of you that know, you got multidimensionality. You work multiple things and you do multiple things, and that's just the way life is. And so, I do this because I love this and stuff like that. So either way, so for those of you that have participated in the dice divination, this here be for you. Those that already know, those two ways, that's what I was saying. Welcome. It's gonna be fun. Get comfortable, because even though these are specific, this is a specific read, and these are for specific persons and stuff like that, you finding yourself here, there's something in here for you. You can randomly listen to all of them and maybe take your gems from each and every one that you'll get, or whatever the case may be. You'll hear it, right? This is your opportunity to trust in your intuition and like, I heard something that registered for me, and whatever the case may be. Or this is just entertainment for your evolutionary entertainment, however you want to receive it, either way. Or maybe now this will make you interested and you're like, you know what, I want my own dice divination too, which is why I just got started, because I'm busy and I have a lot of things and I don't want to get overwhelmed with too much things. And so I don't want to keep holding on to this when you deliver your services, right? When you say do something, right? So I already have 13, right, people, persons with code numbers that we're going to get to in this video. Everything will be time stamped. Be patient with me, because I know that when I upload, I'm probably not going to be able to. I'll try, all right, to put it either way. I don't know, we'll see. No, because I can upload and keep it private, right? And then do all the timestamps like that, and then post it with the timestamps instead of posting it without the timestamps and then waiting for me to get to it. Either way, this is just me thinking out loud, as you can see, because I offered this, and usually all my videos are really pre-recorded. So this one for me is kind of, it's newer. So you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, oh wait, I'm posting this one fast. So, it's just a little bit different because I only offered this live on my social media, but the other day, whatever, when I posted, you know what I'm saying? So either way, either way. So thank you for those that have participated. The two ways that you can participate is you can either subscribe to my Instagram, not follow, subscribe, right? Subscribe is, there's two features. You can follow, you can subscribe, right? And sorry, I had to pause that for a moment. So where was I? I don't even know. Okay. Wait, you already know. If this is your first time here, listen, don't judge me. And second, if this is not your first time here, then you already know the rodeo, okay? And this is just how it be. But either way, right? I'm excited to be here. I'm so thankful to be here. I'm excited to do this because it's different, and I like that it's kind of like, you know how like tarot, oracle, channeling, and all this kind of stuff can be drawn out long and all this kind of stuff. It's all, but I just find like this one here, it's like a little precise. It's a little like clear. It's a little bit like, yeah, you can dive in here, but I don't know, I just like the calling of it here. I find this to be my most simplistic of divination that can be like a quickie, because I never could do a quickie. You know what I mean? Because Enchantress the Babbler BI, and I'm sure that this will still be like in its own way, like not a quickie, but that was good for those that tapped in, turned on, tuned in, because you get that benefit, right? And that's cool. So I'm excited. So either way, if you're still interested, right? There is a moth over there, but it's on the outside of the window right here with us, which is major transformation. I'm gonna actually take a picture of it so that you can see. I'm gonna put that in my community board. Okay, I'll remember to do it. But look, I want to show you the moth. Okay, like, I don't know if you can see that. You see it? But it's on the outside, it's not on the inside. But either way, which is all like, you know, about major, massive transformation, right? So I'm gonna just look up a quick meaning of moth, right? And that might be the lanternfly too, but we're just gonna go with moth, right? Because it's a moth, right? The moth is a symbol of renewal, change, transformation, and resurrection, right? In Native American mythology, right? Moths represent death as well as the souls of the deceased. When observed in some, right, moths are regarded as death symbols, right? Like a chicka 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 boom boom. So yeah, right. But either way, welcome, right? If you are interested in participating, all you have to do is either subscribe to my Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, or purchase your own dice divination for just $11.11. That's it. And you can do that through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo too, right? And if you have any questions, all you have to do is contact me. You can talk in the comments, you can DM me on my Instagram, you can email me, enchantressthebabbler@gmail.com, serious inquiries only, okay? Yeah, there's ways, if you know, if you're interested. So anyway, I'm excited, right? So dice divination is done using three six-sided dice, right? I just want you to understand. So there's several ways of doing it. There's no one way to do anything, right? And I'm an intuitive reader, so no matter what, I'm always going to intuitively read, and I'm going to read it however it is that I'm receiving it at the time. Do you understand that? And that's how it's always going to be with me, like, period. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's usually done with three, I'm using six. So I use sorry, I gotta spread out my legs. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound right, but I do. Okay, so we're using these enchanted dice that I have here, right? This one's made out of like crystals, right? I forgot the crystal name, kind of thing, whatever. And then this one here, right? Two, right? So usually, the dice comes with a casting board, like a casting designed circle. So that's what we're going to be using here, right? So we're using this casting circle. I'll flip it over for whomever and like change it up, switch it up. I don't know how I'm going to be doing it. Everything is freestyle-licious here. You understand? So we're using this, right? It's up to you. Don't have to do it this way. I'm going to be doing it this way, right? So and each of the dice, each of the numbers and stuff like that, attribute to a certain kind of meaning for dice. And so don't think necessarily that just because I will bring up numerology and the number vibration and all this kind of stuff, because it doesn't necessarily mean the same thing in dice divination. So just because a 6 could be all about balance, reciprocity, give and take and all this kind of stuff, on here a 6 can mean something else. I'm just saying, like, I just don't want you to go with the normal understanding, thinking, oh, you understand numbers and things like that. Dice divination is just something different. It's just something that has been going on for a while. Like, I don't know how long, but whatever the case may be. But I like using different kind of divination. I don't need to use divinations, but I like using them, right? So either way, right? So on the casting, I just want you to understand. So on every single casting sheet is a basic casting circle, right? And it's usually based kind of like on the 12 houses and like astrology and stuff like that. So you can be, when basing the dice divination, right? So I'll be rolling and casting onto the circle, right? And however it may fall, that's where we're gonna discussing and interpreting, right? What that means for each of the persons that the 13 that I'm doing for this particular video. Now, if you find yourself here and you're not one of the 13, know that there is something here for you, and you're going to hear it. You're going to hear that. You're going to trust that, and you're going to enjoy that, and you're going to be glad that you were here, right? Because you got major transformation happening here anyways, right? So yeah, so it's a matter of interpretation, intuitiveness. Remember, like I said, I'm an intuitive reader above everything else, right? So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. I have contacted everyone that is of the 13. Everybody knows their number. I waited. I purposely waited. I wrote all the numbers down, right? I wrote the names and I wrote the number. Then I went on another page and I wrote now just the numbers. Now I don't know who the fudge is who. 1, 2, 3, 4 was all I see the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I love that. I love that. So even though I gave you all your numbers, please know that I forgot whose number is what. I'm such a busy bee, and I got so many things that I got going on and stuff like that. I may have assigned you a number. Trust me though, I don't remember your number. It might come to me when I'm casting or whatever the case may be. And if it does, it does. Like, you know what I'm saying? But right now, like I look at all of this and I don't even know who's number 1. I don't know who's number 2. I don't know. I don't, that was such a different part of another day, of a yesterday, of another day that happened another time ago. And so this is the only sheet that's been out, so it's like, the mystery dots is for me, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm excited to do these mystery numbers even for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. So I like that. I like that. So it's like being an empty vessel for this. You know what I'm saying? I love it, right? Without any of my personal opinions or things or energies or reads and stuff like that. Like, it's pure spirit. I love it. Right? So yeah, so I did that. So for the timestamp. So that's how we're gonna do this, right? So we're casting 6, and however else transpires, if I do anything else and stuff like that. All right. So for number 1, right? Wait, let me adjust. Let me get comfortable here and let's get started. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Okay. Welcome, number one. Hello, hello. So we fall on this side of the wheel, right? Profession, goals, direction, spirituality, inheritance, others, partnerships, legal, work, service, health, self-expression, home, family, networks, communication, money, finance, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, friends, community, profession, career. Right? So all right. So number one, here we go. So I see some like because here you have, all right. So you see you got a 6, 6, 1, 5, 1, 2, right? Okay, so you got a 6 over here in inheritance, right? And 6s, right? Other people's business too. Like, so that can represent like people asking favors from you too. It could also mean like misfortune or loss in certain kind of like maybe even businesses or certain kind of like this could be too like I feel like in the past like certain losses in certain kind of things like we're not feeling um like some kind of like sense of like feeling because I feel like it's more like a feeling like I feel and then like it's kind of touching your goals and direction and spirituality so maybe a like a misfortune or loss and maybe tying the two together in some kind of way or some kind of um something, right? But here, and then you have the 7, right? So I feel like in the home too and family life, there could be some gossip going around or whatever, 6, 7, and then you have in between networks, communications, so, or certain kind of like yeah, like energies maybe not as like forthcoming as you would maybe like it to be or something like that, like in certain kind of energy, like, and then you got sacrifice over here, like 5. So so here too, because that's good too, right? But it's here, it's 5, right? Self-undoing. So I feel like there's happiness here, right? Because the sacrifice with the 5, this 5, people could think 5 change transformation. It could be something's coming into fruition, right? A new friendship, a new forging, a new union of some sort, right? So 2, and then you have a 2 here, right? So you could be examining certain kind of things closely too. Things could be coming together closely, right? Something is not what it seems too, right? In certain kind of things, right? It could also be like maybe in finances or in certain kind of like, is it joint? Like, here, right? That's what we pull out, right? So we got the Hermit. So self-expression, like you see, so like the 3 of Pentacles, right? In the self-expression category, I feel like there's something upside down in that, right? So like the 3 of Pentacles, right here, and maybe like maybe you have so many things that you want to do, right? Because look at this is like that 7 of Cups, like there's so many things that you can, you know how like that saying, like don't get so caught up in the and all the stuff that you would want to do, all the ideas and all the things that you can, and then you end up doing nothing, right? Like, or something like that, right? in certain kind of things, right? Because here, so this is like the King of Wands, right? So like being with the King of Wands type, or having this King of Wands energy and the Fool's journey. So like in work and service, it's like being passionate, right? So it's like go with it. So here, like I feel like in sacrifice, the undoing. So I feel like what's coming up strong here, I feel like there could be like gossip and stuff like that that you're around. It could be at work, it could be like, you could be talking gossip, or you're around it, or there's just so much of it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, to be mindful of the environments, because that could zap you of certain kind of energies. Like, I feel like it could zap you from certain kind of creative energies, right? So it's like, look at it, something's not being cooperative within you, right? This working together, like, when something cannot be working, like maybe things are not working to the way that you want it to, or something, or like maybe, right, there's some kind of like disharmony in this, but I feel like it's too in your own expression, because I feel like you have a lot of things, because this fell on self-expression. So I feel like this is like being so talented in so many different avenues, different ways, and putting your hands in every single pocket, right? And not going in enough, right? To extract the focus, the passion, the King of Wands type of energy that's sitting on their throne, knowing where they're going to head. Like, like, so it's like which cup are you gonna sip? Something like that. And I feel like there's a lot of things on your plate, right? And so it's like, but I feel like there's something like a loss, you feel like a misfortune and something else like this. I don't know if this is creative, I don't know if this is like, like sometimes, work can get the best of us, work can take most of our time, or family life can take most of our time, or other priorities take most of our time, and then the things that really invigorate us become less and less and less, right? So I just feel like, and granted, and I just feel like there's a lot of, like, I feel like there's a lot, maybe this stress, maybe a little bit of stress, like in plans, or just so many, how when they say so many hands dipping into the pocket, or I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. I don't know, but it's just like, because the two is reminding you, right? Oh, and then it turned to 6, which is about that lost thing. 6, which is 12, which is 3. It's about pleasant surprises too. So it adds up to building up to pleasant surprises, right? So examining your situations close enough, right? Because things may not appear or seem to be what they seem to be, but it could be you, be like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes our outer environment reflects our inner environment too. You get what I mean? So I feel like there's like, it's like go within, even if it's a chaotic time, even if it's a busy time, even if it's like, girl, what are you talking about? Go within. Like, do you know how much shit I gotta do? Like, I feel like it's like that too, right? Like, you know how much shit, um, and or maybe, that too, like, how much shit I gotta do, and then not doing it too. Sometimes it can be like that, right? But I feel like overall too, like there's clarity of thought, right? So it's coming to a clarity of thought, dedication to craft. Like, come on, right? So something in your crafting, something in your desires, like something like you're supposed to be making, something you're supposed to be creating, or singing, or doing, or dancing, or or committing yourself to a little bit more of to, um, because as you should. Or maybe that's what what you're gonna start to do, and then maybe this is confirmation, right? Like you have a plan with something or whatever. But yeah, so I just feel like be careful too, like you know, just with the amount of nonsense of gossip and energies that you tie yourself to or entangle with, or even vibrationally pick up and energetically hear, like, you know, you're still hearing it, you know what I mean? And if there's people that are talking about you or anything like that too, like, just, you know, people that can talk about other people can talk about you too, like, you know, that type of shit, that type of vibe, that type of energy that, you know, we don't need to be a part of at this time. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like removing yourself in some kind of way, or maybe energetically protecting yourself intentionally, like doing shit like that intentionally, not just like talking about it, like actually doing it, like waking up and energetically like blessing your hair, like enchanting your makeup before you fucking put it on, like or your clothes, your belt, like whatever it is that you do, like that type of shit too. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that type of stuff, because people may covet. I hear that. People may covet what you for certain things, then your aura too. You know what I'm saying? And that could deplete you. That could be like energetically depleting, especially if you got a lot of shit going on. But anyway, that's what I have for you. Number one, I hope that you love that. You know, yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. I hope it makes sense. You know, let me know. Like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to know if it made sense. You get what I'm saying? So either way, awesome. So we are moving on to number two. Number two. We're gonna flip it for you. Okay. So number two, we are flipping it. Right? So next year's outlook, finances, enemies, friends, work, mind, legal, love, health, the present, domestic life, travel. Right? So this is the circle we're going to be using for you. Number two. Right? Number two. Let me fix that. Hold up. Hello, number two. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that these messages find you well. Number two. Okay. All right. So something in your present with your health too. Something pleasant, like maybe wait, because 3, 4, 5, right, 2, 3, 3, 6. So I feel like right now too, like here, like your present health, like I feel like things can get better. But it's like, so like I feel like something is shifting or needs to shift in regards to maybe an outlook. So, because like 3, right? So, like a surprise, right? For your near future. 3s are about that, but right, something is going to change too without warning, right? So, it makes me think like an alarm, but when we go to 5, right, it's another surprise, right? So, I feel like if something, right, and then 2 in the domestic life, so look at 2, it's like in between worlds. It's like if you want to have a certain kind of domestic life in your present, something in your 3, something has to change. So maybe this could be even meeting, I don't know, hold on. So 2, 3, right, something to change. 2, 3, 5, 6. but also, right, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, success, and right. So next year's outlook. Okay, so all right. So next year's outlook. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I got 4. Right. So I feel like, okay, so there's something here about love. So there might be a setback with love, whether that's happening now or perceived or whatever the case may be. But like for next year's outlook, something can shift. You know what I mean? Like something that can surprise you. It might not seem right now, but like the outlook, because you have right, because 4 is about like a setback, but if you go with the numerology of 4, it's all about a foundation. So there might be a setback in your perceived foundation at this time, right, that is going to have a pleasant shift. Something is going to shift in this, and because this all landed on this side, like, do you see that? So this side is all about the present, your health, your domestic life, traveling, and next year's outlook, right? And all this other stuff on this other side. So like, so that's kind of telling me that something's going to shift from, like, so right now you might be working, right, and and these things can be empty, right, like love, like no, not in a relationship, or mind on your work on your mind, money, and all this kind of stuff, and maybe not so harsh in enemy land, like nothing's like standing out or whatever, but at this point, and like with this, like this, right, but here in your so like there's something, a shift that wants to take place. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like next year's outlook looks promising, but something in your present has to change. There you go. Right? Next year's outlook looks promising, right? It can even start from this year's landing, right? But something has to change. 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Take things slow. That's another way to go, right? Acting in haste can cause regret and cause a setback. So don't act in haste. Don't get so caught out of like place. If something were to come out of like left field and like take you for a loophole, don't learn from your past, like, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Learn from your past. 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Learn from class. Take things slow, right? You could receive a gift too during like these cyclings of time, right? Like here we go, like cyclings of time, right? Right, so getting out of your own way, getting out of your own head, right? Because like here we go, look at, so this is like literally like imprisonment, right? So you may feel trapped at work, right? You might feel a little bit trapped at work. You might feel like you can't relax your mind, right? Because the 4 of swords here upside down in mind, right? Like it's like maybe you don't have peace of mind of something, right? But here you go, friends. With your friends, you might be like the emperor, right? Like, because that's the emperor, right? Like, or where is it, the hierophant? The hierophant. So something here, like something spiritual. So you're spiritual, right? You're spiritual, whatever, but like something maybe in regards to the way you think about work in your mind is unsettling, right? And so finances, right? So here we go, look at, but you're working on your finances too, right? Because this is to look at the Queen of Pentacles, right? So you might be financially okay, right? You're in your finances. Your finances are good. Like there's nothing wrong here in that. You're spiritually inclined, right? But in your mind, there's something that you feel trapped. You feel trapped at work too. You feel like that like, so something in your mind for your health in your present has to shift, especially if you want to travel into dimensions that you have yet to hit, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So 9, success and love. You can have success and love if you shift your mind about the trappings that you feel in this life, or the misfortunes and setback that you feel like you can have in some kind of way or degree, right? So meanwhile, your coin, I feel like steady is the coin, right? Is like all a mess. I'm trying to fix it. Right, right. Knight of Cups, unrequited love. So that's how you can probably feel at this time, because that's the present. It fell near even the present. I know you couldn't see that, but like it fell near the present, which is unrequited love. So in your present mindset, a trapping of the mind that you can't let go at this time is unrequited love. But if you can shift that outlook, next year's outlook looks promising. Look at 4 of Swords, another fucking 4 of Swords coming out reversed twice in 2 different decks. Like how more like confirmation do you need? No action or movement. So you're not taking any action. You're not making any moves to better yourself in this department. Like it's like, you know, that like doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Like your mind has to shift, like something internally, like it's your energy, like something in your energy, right? Lack of foresight, like this came that fell on the floor, lack of foresight, because you can't see how something can happen. You lack the foresight, right? Because you're mentally stuck somewhere in your mind about your progression somewhere. So it's getting out of that sentiment. 5 of Wands, personality clashes. You might be having clashes of personality with certain people, like, because it was near your domestic life. So near your domestic life, you might be clashing with certain kind of energies and stuff like that that may not get you. Page of Swords, but your thirst for knowledge grows strong, right? Your thirst of knowledge grows strong. And so that's a good place to be. So your outlook for next year looks promising, especially in love, if you could just get out of your own way. You know what I'm saying? Right? So if you can just get out of your own way, and there's ways to do that. There's ways. I share so many different things for you to do, for you to try, for you to intuitively connect with your own energy, DIY style and all this kind of stuff. Like it's there, like, you know, and if you need help, that's why, you know, I'm out there. There's people like me out there. There's other types of energies and services and therapies and all this kind of stuff that you could always reach out for and go, that would be helpful to help you get out of your own way. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the potential to have this new outlook in your domestic life, and it could even start showing this year. But you got to shift out of something. You got to be a little bit more clear. You know, maybe someone interesting too, right? 6 of Swords, better things ahead, better times ahead. Better times ahead for you. I love that, right? I love how it just all confirms and stuff like that. So either way, that's what I have for you, number 2. Thank you. Okay, so we are moving on to number 3. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, Number three. Number three, we have this wheel, right? So I'm going to be throwing the dice on this wheel, right? And each pie represents a different aspect of life. And so I'm going to keep it on this side for you. So we got finances, we got enemies, we got friends, we got work, we got mind, we got legal, we got love, we got health, we got the present, we got domestic life, travel, new year, next year's outlook, right? And finances, right? Thank you so much for meeting me here. Number three. Number three. All right. Hi, number three. Alrighty, so okay. So we got a 5, right? So it's all about surprises, right? So there's a surprise, and then I'm seeing the 6 over here on this side, right? And when I think here with the 6, I feel like there's an outlook you have that might be pessimistic, right? About misfortune and loss in your present, domestic, travel, next year's outlook. Like, I feel like you don't have a good outlook. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you don't have a good outlook in the present about your own domestic life, your own, like, life in general, traveling, like whatever, out, and next year's outlook either. Like, it feels like blase, right? So here we got this 1. So there may have been a struggle with some finances too, and you have a double 1 here. So I feel like with family difficulties too, so maybe even with other people as well. Like, I'm not sure how that ties, but it's with the 2, right? Because it equals a 2. It's about examining these situations a little bit closely, right? Because nothing is ever what it seems, right? And so next year's outlook, there might still be some family issues, maybe here, like, or maybe that's how you always feel, like every year there's some type of issue with your family, like either way. But here, even like enemies, people got a lot of enemies, like, but like, I don't feel like you got a lot of enemies. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying, like, just examine things closely, because people sometimes are not as they appear to be. Things are not always as they seem to be either. And if something feels funny, just trust that, right? Like, trust that. Like, trust that, right? But then I feel like with this 5, right, which in the dice divination, it's all about surprise, right? So it's all about surprise to bring you happiness, right? And I think that that's really nice, because your outlook, like, I feel like this shadow side, right? This outlook on life, and maybe like that has been like, look at health, even health is that you've probably deal with, or have, right? Or even amongst the family in the present, or shit like that, right? That that has been, and look at, even in love has been unhealthy in some kind of way, because I'm looking at it with a 4, which is a setback in love, and then which equals a 5, right? But still a surprise, right? So some kind of surprise in terms of shifting. There could be a shift here, something that you can work towards, right? Even in work, right? In work, there can be a surprise. Plans coming into fruition, some kind of information coming into your your radar that can help you with something. I don't know what that something is, but there's something here, even legal, right? I don't know if there was a setback or a lawsuit or a case or something that maybe legal, or just maybe insurance or something, but like something, like something that's like you can't avoid, like, it's not like, oh, you can defer the, like, it's like something like that. Like, so something could, right, that could also be like have been some kind of challenge or some kind of difficulty, some kind of loss, some kind of something, and that could be like on your mind, because I'm looking at yours different from the side, right? So finances, right? When I see this, the 5, the 6 here, right? You may have lost some money too. There may have been a loss of money in something, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But take things slow. So you're taking things slow now. It's like a rebuild. There's something that you're taking slow, right? Or that's the advisement. Take things slow. Start saving some whatever, 3, 4, right? Saving, because there may have been a setback. So you might be saving for something, like something in your finances. You actually might be saving for something, whether that's to travel, whether that's to purchase something, to move, to do something, like you're saving for something, or you should be saving for something, or something like that. Like, you know what I get? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're doing that. 6, 7, 8, domestic. Right. So too, even if you meet somebody too, right? Taking things slow instead of rushing, right? So I feel like I hear like you tend to rush into relationships, right? When they're here. So it's like domestic, 6, 7, 8. Take things slow. Acting in haste could create regret in some kind of way, right? So learning to take things slow in some kind of way. Right? I said learning to take things slow, and then you see the knight charging off, right? So charging off, right? Something, right? Charging off, right? So Queen of Pentacles, right? So you can like somebody, or there could be somebody here that you like. Because look at the King of Cups. So could be like meeting somebody of the mind, of having interest in them at this time, being friends with someone too. Maybe meeting someone at work, or maybe somebody in that work, somebody that you think about while at work, or some shit like that, like too. Or that can happen too. This is like progression too. But even the code, like the here is like take things slow, like take things slow, don't rush into things ever, period, right? Yeah, so like this. So it's also like, yeah, so legal too, like thinking like, I don't know if you've ever been married or thinking of marriage, and so marriage could be on your mind, maybe thinking that that's what you want at this time. Maybe you wouldn't mind getting married if you're not married. Yeah, I don't think, do I know who this is? I think I know who this is. I don't know who this is, but if I do, if you, I don't know. Anyways, but I don't think you're married. Yeah. Page of Cups, right? No, I don't think so, right? Broken dreams, right? So you might be brokenhearted, or have a broken heart about love, right? So in the present, because it fell near the present. So you might have yeah, so I feel like in relationships, it didn't work out, like something didn't work out, right? So Ace of Coins, new beginnings. So look, I'm sorry, I thought you could see that. So Page of Cups, right? Broken dreams, but look at, you have this Ace of Coins, a new beginning in the present that you can shift and change, and just know that your mindset, right? A test of faith, you might be challenged right now, right? So how you handle things when you don't have something, and how you handle the state of mind, and what you choose to how you choose to behave, how you choose to speak, how you choose to engage, It's going to be your testament to like to your test of faith, right? To believe that you are enough. Wow. There could be a major growth in your own personal evolution about really feeling that you are enough. Then let that be your mantra. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I love that. All right. That's what I have for you, and that's it. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you like this. I hope it serves you, helps you. I don't even know if I said that's number 2, but just know that I mean it for all of you. You know what I mean? Right? So here we are, right? So I'm gonna flip this. Right? For number 4. Number 4. Sorry. Number 4. All right. So this is the wheel that we're going to be using for you. So you got your profession, career, goals, direction, spirituality, inheritance, other people's business, others, partnerships, legal, work, service, health, self-expression, home, family, networks, communication, money, self-undoing, friends, community, profession, career, right? So we're going to be shaking the dice. I'm sorry, I'm shifting my legs. Oh my God. Where did it go? Number 4, I feel like you're a challenging person. All right. All right. Alrighty. So I feel like work, service, health, right? So that might be a challenge. 6, right here. Others, partners, right? 6 and 7. So this is like about misfortune, loss, right? 6, 7. Right? 7's like new romance. 3. All right. 3, 6, 1, 1, 6, 3. 2. All right. So what I'm getting from here is that there's a lot of things that you have to examine very closely, right? Especially in regards to whatever it is that you're trying to build, right? Home, family, I don't know, like I don't want to say loss and stuff like that, but like there could be like loss or something. 6, 7, 8, 8, 6, 7, 8, or something. 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So here, like even from here to here. So, okay. So there may have been challenges in the home life in regards to profession and home and the balancing of that kind of stuff, right? But then this equates to an 8 on the opposite side of the spectrum, right? So it's about taking things slow and rebuilding or building something from scratch, right? From nothing. So it's like building something from nothing, right? And so that might be the challenge, right? The challenge could be building something from nothing and not knowing what that looks like. So the advice is like, examine things closely. Like, what is it that you're supposed to be grounding in, right? Because we got this inheritance, right, which is a 4, right? So in any kind of setback, in any kind of inheritance, you might feel like it's a slow, like, so you might feel like, right, with the 6, right, you might feel in your root, like a root, you might feel misfortune. So you might come from like, so that lack kind of energy, right? That's how I'm reading it. So it could be instilled kind of like in your DNA, like, you know, how you perceive certain kind of things in the world, right? So it's something about like getting into the energy too, right, of this inheritance, right? Because if you examine certain kind of things, because look at 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, right? And then we go into 10. So so when you have a 10, it's time for a new birth, a new beginning for something, right? But what is that, right? So success, right? Success wants to come for you in your career and money, but some kind of action needs to be involved with you. Some kind of action needs to take, right? So some kind of action from you needs to be made for this flow of abundance that you may feel like, you might feel inside like you don't have. You get what I'm saying? Like 6, 7, right? You become the victim, right? If in that kind of thing. So it's just an energy of entanglement, right? It's not necessarily saying, oh, you're a victim, but you might be a victim through circumstance, right? So it's like hanging out with a person who comes from that. And if you hang out with them for too long, your vibration can shift into something like that. So it's like, you know, having parents too, right? That kind of influence. So it's like figuring out where your entanglement is, right? With that type of energy, right? Of loss and misfortune that underlies, right? Because then you become a victim of that too when you don't take action and do certain kind of things that, you know, in order to figure out, you like, how do you, if you're presented with a difficult matter to solve, how do you solve it, right? So it has to be a new romance, a new beginning, a new passion, right? A new passion, a new beginning, a new way of doing something, a new way to examine something, like literally having to. So here, yeah, look at this. Like, so choosing, 2 of Swords, like choosing what you're going to do. Look at this, fell by the service, right? Because once you choose what you want to do, this is the Sun card, right? But look at it. So there's things like it. So this is like the anxiety, right? 9 of Swords with the Sun card and the 2 of Swords. So it's all about making a decision about all this that can be going on in your head, but you might be distracted. There might be other things that distract you or keep you up at night, right? That like cause you to not make a decision about what it is that you already have coming in for you, which is the Sun, but it gets like delayed. So it's like being this, oh, look at, I didn't even see this, right? This one here too, right? So it's like you have to become passionate or taking off like the night. So it's like once you know, because that's right, the night when he takes off, it's because the page delivered the message. And he now takes that information and runs off with it, right? So it's like, how are you, when are you doing that, right? So, right? So look at, so justice, right? Two, look at bringing forth the union. Two, this is in love as well. Two, look at having that, like, oh my gosh, celebration. Four fucking things right here. But after this death, after this death comes this life, this major transformation, right? The sacrifice. It fell under sacrifice. So it's like, what sacrifice? What new beginning? What are you forging? Because you have all this, you have justice here. Once you decide what it is that you're going to do, right, to move forward, because you have a celebration here too, but the sacrifice has to be the death cycle, the transformation. You know what I mean? Into what it is that you are bringing or doing in regards to your career, your own spirituality, your own business, and your own partnerships. Like, what are you bringing, right? The tower, look at, so a narrow escape, right? So here we go. So don't resist, right? Right? Strings attached. Don't Capricorn energy too, right? Wheel of Fortune, beyond your control. So certain things that are beyond your control, right? Certain things that are beyond your control. The fucking sun again. Just have fun, right? So things that are beyond your control, there's not things that you can't help being attached to. So it's like, look at strings attached. So the entanglements that you have that are beyond your control, a narrow escape, you can escape this, right? Just have fun, but be precise. Do figure it out, like make that choice. Like you have to choose something, right? You have to decide. You have to decide what's in your mind, in your hive, right? Because look at 2 times the sun comes out. Oh my God, no, that's the moon. Sorry. So something hidden that you don't see, the moon, but the sun comes out. You know what I mean? So something hidden from you too that you don't see. The Wheel of Fortune, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was calling this the sun because I was looking at this, but it's the fucking moon. It's the moon card. This is the sun. But the sun came out anyway. You get what I'm saying? So it's like something being illuminated. So that means that there's stuff that you don't see that you have to go in deep to extract from your new your birthing, your new creation, whatever it is that you are creating. You know, look at union, whatever union you are creating, whatever union in your career, whatever union you're creating in your inheritance, like your divine inheritance. Like, what does it mean to be spiritual? What does it mean to be a soul having a human experience to you? What does it mean to work? What does it mean to be of service? What does it mean to self-express? What does it mean to be at home? What does it mean to network? What does it mean to make money? What does it mean to sacrifice? What does it mean to have friends? What does it mean to be a professional? Like, you know, whatever that's going to be meaning. What are my goals? What are my directions? What's my spirituality? What's my union? You could be a Gemini. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Right? Thank you. I hope you like that. Let me know. I want all of you to let me know, you know? I need to stretch my legs, so I'm going to take a pause for here. And then when we come back, we're going to be doing number 5. Number 5. We're moving along. I like it. I like it. We're moving along. Number 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. Hello, welcome back. So I just realized that I have to start going. So I'm gonna do number 5. I think that's what we were up to. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna do 5, right? Let me just so I don't lose my space. But if in case my cats go run amok and knock out my pause from where I am gonna pause and then try to record later to continue, then it'll be one video. But if for whatever reason I come back and the video is no longer saved at the spot that I, left it on and stuff, then I'll do a video number 2 to continue, 6 to 13 and stuff like that. Or if there's any more add-ons by that point. Okay. So cool. Awesome. So here we are. So we are doing number 5. Okay, number 5. So we're going to do this side for you. Just finances, enemies, friends, work, mind, legal, love, health, the present, domestic life, travel, next year's outlook, finances. Okay. All right, number 5. I feel like you too. Number 5. Things are challenging for you when you do something. Like when you want something, like things could be challenging. Like it's never just like so simple. Oh my God. So I've been seeing 333. Maybe you see 333. All right. Right. Okay. All right. Number 5. All right. So I see 5. So 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. Right. So friends. All right. So I feel like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 11. Right. Maybe there's a friend of yours too fallen ill. 5, 6, 6, 12, 13. Right. So 2, I feel like I'm on the fence about friends here. Right. Because I feel like it's like there might be challenges, but then there's also harmony too. You get what I'm saying? Like there's some difficulties with friends, but there's also harmony too with friends. And then here you have your finances, next year's outlook. You have a positive outlook for next year and for your finances too. And then you got 9, right? Positive outlook in the way you view it, even successfully in love and reconciliation too. I feel like there might be challenge for traveling for you, that 6, 7, 8. Take things slow, maybe start saving for certain kind of things to go. 2, 3, right? Because pleasant surprises could be in store for you, especially in your domestic and travel life, right? So So I feel like that's going to be important. And then 5, so strange surprises, plans starting to come into fruition, new friendships being formed too, right? Something strange, the surprise, shift in work too, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? Maybe not feeling well. Maybe you had a short-term illness, or maybe will not feel well or something, or too, but like something like that too. Maybe your health has been up and down, maybe a little bit. 5, 6, right? So yeah, maybe there was some like misfortune with that too, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, success, right? Friends in the present too, success, right? When we form the line, so you can form a line with certain friendships at this time. That's good, right? And 2, right? Examining enemies and friends closely, because like I feel like you see how that 1 is there and it's walking the borderline. I know you can't really see, but it's on the line here. So I just feel like being mindful about who you consider, like, 'cause that's what that's telling me. Like when it's walking the fine line, it's like you have friends and you also have frenemies, right? So like just being mindful of that, like really being mindful of that, because not everybody has your like your best interest at heart, or even, you know, may not even have the energy of believing in you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, why be around those type of energies that overlook you too, or something like that too, right? Because you have here the world. Look at coming, look at the in the present, your health too improving, right? Coming out of hard times too. Then you have this King of Cups type of energy in your present. So loving your current present right now, coming out of hard times, because the world is in your hands, right? So that's nice. So it's like your present conditions are helping you and your health grow more fruitful and stuff like that. And here, look at, you have the 9 of Pentacles, right? Work in mind. So you might be single, like, or ready to settle too, because the next step after the 9, right, is like, if you want it, right, like marriage, or like, so you got this on your mind, so you're working for, so you're saving, so your like your prosperity is growing. Like I feel like in your work and in your mind too, your prosperity is growing. That's good. That's really good, right? 2, and so victory, so you have victory even in love, right? So some kind of victory in love, and this could be too within yourself, but look at something here in the middle with legal, right? So something in love might be off, but you have victory if you seek, right? Because look at this right in the middle. So that's legal, and then that's love. And so you're leaning towards, but it's still in the middle. It's on the fence towards victory, right? Because you have something to offer. You have something to give. You have something more to that you're accumulating. You're accumulating your wealth. You're growing your wealth. You're growing your finance, growing your security, right? You're working on that too, right? And so 5 of Coins, yeah, from being left out in the cold, you're coming out, and look at that, was coming around here, right? So from being left out, right, you are coming around, and it's being shifted. Things are being shifted, right? So clarity of thought, having clarity of thought, right? Having clarity of thought, divine masculine, right? So whether you're female or male, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. We all have the divine masculine, divine feminine energies existing within ourselves, right? But like this emperor energy, and that could be you too right now in your domestic life. You're in your divine masculine energy. Look at Queen of Wands fucking popped out, right? And you could be involved with a fire sign. You could be a fire sign, or have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart. But look at stylish trendsetter. So like, look at the emperor is paired with his queen. So this could be in a relationship too, right? The emperor paired with his queen of fire. Oh. Right. The star, right? So something too, so this came out upside down, and I'm going to take it because in this particular deck, it showcases it. So there might be a lack of faith somewhere here that's falling in the present, that's being brought into awareness right now in regards to maybe what you're doing together, right? So right here, it's like slowing things down, right? But you got the world coming up again, right? So you got the world coming up twice, right? So the end of the chapter, new beginning, and certain kind of things here. But I feel like whatever is lingering over here, right? Like, so yeah, look at, because shifting, something in the legal is shifting, something in love and legal is shifting the energy. And so for this is for you to know, right? Because in licking the wounds to heal that which is in the now, something has to be tended to from over here. All right, so that's what I have for you. Okay, do I have time for another one? Let's see. Maybe one more. Okay, maybe I'll do one more. Thank you so much. Let me know how it resonates for you, like whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So all right. All right. So number 6. Number 6, thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. So we're going to be using this wheel. So you got the profession, goals, inheritance, other partnerships, work, service, self-expression, home, networks, money, self, sacrifice, friends, profession, right? So we're going to be using the dice. Okay, number 6. I feel like you might have difficulty with friendships, right? And you have pleasant surprises coming up for in store in your near future for work, service, right? Your circumstances are changing and things are going to be moving soon, right? Self, the same here, self work, self service, self you might be seeing a lot of 333s too, right? 5. Oh, sorry. I wanted to hit it like that, so I'm leaving it. Right? So either way, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So like, so I feel like even too with friends, we were talking about like you may have had challenging friendships and stuff like that, but I feel like there's even reconciliation here. There's also like, I guess, you know, that comes with forgiveness and things like that too. 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8, taking things slow, right? Acting in haste can cause regret, so don't, right? So, right, because it could have been challenging, right? Especially in the family, friends, networking thing here too, right? So the sacrifice for you has been, it hasn't like been pleasant in certain kind of arenas, right? But 333, right? Self-love here, right? Self-sacrifice, right? Undoing certain kind of things, right? 6, right? You may have had misfortune and loss, right? And even in yourself, right? Like in certain kind of things. And 333, right? Work, service. So, right? 369, when we do that, and when we do the 6, right? So it's like a progression of something too, but there's pleasant surprises happening here with the self too, right? Here too, you have, right, in money too, so like increments, right? plans coming into fruition, right? Unexpected information, assistance, right? A new friendship. So this could be even career opportunities as well, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But taking things slowly, right? Acting in haste can cause regret with certain kind of things, right? So okay. Oh, damn. So I feel like there's a soul partnership, a soulmate partnership, because you got the 6 of Cups right here. So someone giving to you, right? You giving to someone, right? Some kind of soul connection happening here, right? But then you have 6. Look at, so the 6 of, this is, no, this is a major arcana. Right, hold on. You got the moon. So something being revealed onto you too, the moon, something being illuminated, right? Something being illuminated too. Look at a relationship, some type of relationship, 2 of Cups, something being hidden from you about a relationship, 2 coming into light, like a union, like even marriage or something like that. Like, and maybe that like a strength, maybe something in August too, deepening of some type of relationship or something like that, or some kind of coming to your own. Look at, but here, death cycle, so network, so some kind of networking. Look at Tower card, so something could be coming to down, but look at, you have this here. Isn't that the sun? I'm getting confused with these now. Right, so I feel like, okay, look at, in your networks, look at, networks came up here with a lot of combat, a lot of competition, a lot of like fuck shit type of vibes, right? A lot of like energy. So you could be dealing with people in the industry that will stab you in the motherfucking back, like, you know what I mean? And those towers kind of hit, because I feel like this is, that tower is hitting everything in the circle. So I feel like you've had a tower in everything, in your profession and your goals and your inheritance and your partnerships and your work and your service and your home and your life, you network, you sell, you sacrifice. Like, I feel like a tower hit every motherfucking pocket, right? And so with it hitting every fucking pocket, now here comes the sun, right? But it's not without a fight. It's not without a fight. But over here in your self-expression, there's some kind of love, right? Some kind of connection, some kind of soulmate, some kind of union, some kind of something that is igniting the type of energies of strength that you embody, right? Too, right? And it could be this Leo season. It doesn't have to be, but something in August could be significant or something, right? Or just still, but you have a working partnership, a working something that's making these challenges less challenging. Here. Like, I'm pulling on camera. Just want everybody to understand this. Like, it's not picking them out. I'm just saying. Seriously. Right? So 5 of Coins, out of the woods. So you could feel left out about something, right? So you could feel left out. 7 of Cups, like, but having clarity of thought about any kind of betrayals and things like that that you've gone through, right? And so there could be divine masculine. You could be in your divine masculine energy too, acting, right, in favor of you, acting in power of you. So over this, so this too, like, but I also feel like, look at masculine energy, some kind of divine energy coming in to help you have clarity of thought and get you out of the woods, right? Getting you out of this energy of being left out in the cold. You know what I mean? Like, that shit flew out. That shit flew out. Right? The lover. So some kind of union with a divine, like masculine or energy, look at that, you're working on dedication to your craft, being able to dedicate some kind of energy to your craft. Is fortunate be a wave, right? Temperance, look at this, is like even Sagittarius card, right? Right, so having any kind of lack of perspective, this energy is helping you to have that perspective, right? Perfecting your own balance. So right now you still might be with that lack of perspective, you still might be challenged by this, you still might not be there, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we're not there all the time, but you're getting there. You're working on it, right? You're working on it, right? So having to walk away from certain kind of thoughts too, right? Certain kind of handlings, the way you kind of do things, right? Dedication, being dedicated now to that which you're making, right? Right? 3 of Cups, because it's time to celebrate. That's it. That's what I got for you, okay? I hope you love this. Thank you so much. Do I have time to do one more? Maybe. Okay. No, actually I don't have time. All right, so I'm gonna pause this. Hopefully it stays, guys, so that I can continue right where I left off. If not, I did 1 through 6. Okay, and I'll be starting with 7. All right, so we'll start from 7 and go on down. Okay, all right, I'm gonna pause that for now. I am so excited. It stood paused for 2 days. So that's dope. So we are gonna continue right from where we left off. It's a new day, okay, a new day for Dice Divination. So yeah, so welcome. So the last time we left off at number 7. So number 7, this one here is for you. Okay. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Right. Alrighty. Sorry. It's just I didn't do certain things that I do a little bit before I start. Right. Right. All right. Oh, I have a cut on my finger. All right. Number 7. Here we go. We are going to use, this is number 7, 7, 7, 7. Right. We are going to use this wheel for you. Finances, enemies, friends, work, mind, legal, love, health, the present, domestic life, travel, next year's outlook, finances. Okay. Okay, this is the side of the wheel. I said this is number 7, right? Number 7. Leave it alone. This is not to play with you. Leave it alone. Sorry, number 7. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You have your own choice. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. What is that? That's travel. Okay. 6. So we got a 6, a 4, a 1, a 5, a 5, a 2, 2 5s. Stop it. 2, 3, 4. We got 3 5s. 5, 5, 5, which also just alerts me, right? Because I'm seeing 5, 5, 5, and where you might say, where do you see the third 5? 4 plus 1 equals 5, right? So right, so 5s are about surprise. 5 is about change, right? And certain kind of stuff. So 5, next year's outlook, right? On a 1, right? Next year's outlook, like in family and stuff like that, you can look at it or view it, or might feel like it's like gloom or not so bright. And it could be a mindset too. We'll get into all of that stuff too, but right, so it could be also issues with the family and stuff, like whether it's disagreements, challenges, and things like that. You might be the go-to for everything, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But with the 5s here, right, it's strange surprises that are occurring that bring you to maybe a better state of awareness, happiness, right? Maybe certain steps that you are taking, making plans and starting to see them come into fruition, right? Unexpected information being received, assistance from maybe energies, people, places that you didn't expect or know, because you're maybe putting yourself out there a little bit more, right? Or maybe that's what you should do, right? Putting yourself out there a little bit more. 5, like strange, right? So 5 here with friends too, right? So 5 is like maybe certain friendships bring you happiness, right? So unexpected information also coming from them, a new friendship also being born. So this, you can be having a new friend come in, a new person of interest, right? So then here, right next to friends, it could be at work too, meeting a new workmate friend or something like that, because here too, it's like examining situations closely. Things may not always appear what they seem, right? 5, 6, 7, but it equals a 7. So be careful with, oh, look, friends here at work, 5, 6, 7, because 7 could, it could be that you could become the victim of like gossip or scandal. So be mindful about the friends you have at work, because it's right next to each other, right? So it's like right next to each other. So it's like being mindful who you tell certain shit to, what you say, and or whatever the case may be, because people too, if they can talk to you about other people, then they can talk about you to other people. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you don't know them like that, or especially if it's just a work thing and it's not like, oh, you hang out with these people after, or it's just work. Like, you get what I mean? Not like real genuine friendship. You share as much as you share, or whatever the case may be, but it's like a slighting, right? So it could be like envy too, right? It could be like that type of shit too, right? So just, and then certain kind of, look here, 5 in finances. So so it's like plans coming into fruition, right? So in finance is something new too. So this could be a hobby, this could be something that you bring, a surprise that brings you happiness or something, right? Whatever the case may be, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 10, a time, yeah, because look at travel, a time of birth, a time of new beginnings, right? Success, career, money, right? So still having stability, right? Maybe even a legal action that involves you to do something or something like that, whatever the case may be. But here you want to look at it from a 4. So this could be maybe you have a setback in travel, right? Maybe you wanted to travel, or you haven't gotten to travel, or you want to travel, or maybe that's the plan to travel. And maybe you've encountered setbacks that maybe didn't allow you to travel. And maybe that's something you're looking into now, or making, you know what, next year I want to go here, or at the end of the year I want to go here, or like something like that too, right? And then like here, right? So travel, yeah, because I feel like when you look at it individually, it's like a misfortune or loss, or you feel like that's been a loss for you or something like that. But when you add this up, right, it's a time of birth and new beginning in regards to that type of stuff. So it's a matter of outlook. I do see some family challenges and stuff like that or whatever. And it doesn't necessarily have to always be directed towards you. It could just be around you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be you, but it be around you, right? Right, so here, look at 9 of Swords. So this is telling me too, you got a lot of worries on your mind, a lot of things in your mind. But look at, you got the 6 of Swords. So that's like coming out of that, right? Coming out of that, like maybe even doing some, look at, so you're working on something more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So maybe that too, but this was over here by friends. So being friends, like, here this is like a King of Cups, like maybe meeting a King of Cups at work, or someone like maybe that's what you want, right? 5, 6, 7, right? So 7, maybe, maybe even meeting someone at work, and like, you know how when they say don't shit where you eat, that might cause some gossiping. Or if you're meeting someone or talking to someone, and look at this came, or maybe you have options with someone, because that fell out of the bag, right? 2 of Pentacles. So like if you have options with men, catty bitches can get jealous, and so they'll talk about you or whatever. Or maybe you are of interest to multiple parties, and so like I said men, right? Yeah, so like, yeah, that's how I'm seeing it, because this is the King of Cups, you, whatever the case may be. But look, coming out of some type of anxiety. So I feel like you suffer from like anxiety, health, and love, right? But like coming out of this type of outlook, because this is next year's outlook, and next year's outlook, right? Next year's finances. So working, so next year's finances, this fell on the finances, and I like that it fell on the finances, right? 8 of Pentacles, right? So you're working on your finances, you're working on your growth of your finances, you're working on something. But I feel like maybe discord, I like it, I really do. Like, I feel like some kind of discord within the family, like, or even like, you know, I don't want to say friends, because friends here seems cooperative except for the gossip part, right? So just be mindful of the gossip, right? In finances, you may have suffered a loss in something, right? Because I'm looking at the 6 now, and 6 here for this is like misfortune and loss. But now you're working hard on, I work hard for the money, I work hard for it, honey. Like that type of thing. Okay, next year's outlook. Let me do it. Okay, next year's outlook. That's just one I got. You are enough, a test of faith, new beginnings, broken dreams, Page of Cups, right? So new beginning in love from broken dreams, a new beginning in love. Don't rush into anything. A new beginning in love, a test of faith. You are enough. You have to get into this like without any debate. Look at 9 of Coins right here. So it's like you're one step away, right? This could be single. This could be wanting, because this is a 10, right? So 9, 10, so it's progression, my friend, right? But it's a test of faith. It's like, so what's the test of faith? It's like, because the outlook might look gloomy, the outlook might not look good to you, the outlook doesn't look, but here you have this new beginning. But look at broken dreams, right? Page of Cups reversed, right? So it's like being, it's like you have this new beginning, and oh, here we go. In the present, you're looking at it broken, right? You're looking at it from a poor health kind of like with anxiety, with worry, with a broken heart, right? In your new beginning, but you got a new beginning, so you got to make a choice. You got to make a choice, right? Am I going to look at this new beginning with a broken heart, or am I going to look at this new beginning with anxiety and stress, when the universe, God, spirit, whatever that is telling me and is showing me that I'm coming out of these trying times? So what can I do to improve my next year's outlook now that I'm being given this insight ahead of time? How can I shift that into full align, right? So 3 of Wands, manifesting your dream, right? You have the ability to look at that's even like a wedding. So you might imagine like a beautiful wedding, getting married, and all this kind of stuff. So why can't you have that? What's stopping you? You know what I mean? All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that it was helpful and useful for you and stuff like that too. Thank you so much for participating. Yeah, so we are moving, that was 7, right? So we're moving on to number 8. 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 So number 8. Number 8. For this, we got profession, goals, direction, spirituality, your career, spirituality, your community, other people's business, inheritance. You got legal, partnerships. You got work, service, health, self-expression, home, family, networks, communication, money, finance, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, friends, community, profession, career, and stuff. So this is the wheel we're going to be using for you. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. All right. Number 8. You might see 333 a lot. Look at them 3. As I was just saying that 3 shout out. Like, I don't know how else to say that even more. I was just saying, you might be saying 3, but then the 3, right? 33333. All right. Okay. So alrighty, so sacrifice. So you got 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 6, right? So you might, like I said, be seeing 3, 3, 3 a lot. 6, 7, 8, 9. Um, 3. 2, 3. 6. So I feel like with other people, partnerships or legal issues or something like that, you have like, you feel like you suffer from misfortune or loss. So you might feel like that, like you have setbacks, because I'm looking at the 4 on it too, right? Which leads up, right? But I feel like when you add this up, like there's supposed to be growth here for you, right? And then you got 3 surprises, right? So 6, and then you got 9, right? Success, right? You can have success in reconciliations and stuff like that, but there's something more. Like you have to 6, and then if you go across 7, 8, right? You have to take things slow in regards to partnerships, relationships, friendships, right? You can't see, because if you don't move slow, you suffer setbacks of some kind, right? Unpleasantness, people disappointing, you disappointing yourself, right? Disagreements, right? And unpleasant things, right? When you haste makes waste, right? And then networks here, right? You have that 3, which is about surprise in the near future. So 5, 6, 7, 8, but you got it with an 8 because I'm looking at, but take things slow. So I feel like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's been slow communication too. Slow networking of communication. 3, 6, right? But I feel like, look at sacrifice and friends. These right here next to each other equals 6, and it's about misfortune, loss, right? Feeling a loss of friendship, feeling a loss of something. But I feel like what this message is saying is, like, even though if you experience loss or hardship or misfortune or something like that in certain kind of ways, it's what you're not seeing is the pleasant, not, it doesn't have to, I don't want to say pleasant, because some things are not pleasant. It's like, what do you mean pleasant? It's stressful. It doesn't feel good. I want to be able to get along with people. I want to be able to to have this harmony of some kind, right? Or not this disappointment. But I feel like that there has to be a change, right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's gonna have to start with you and how you choose 6, 7, 8, 9, right? To reconcile, how you choose to go in for the win, how you choose to see something, right? Self-expression. So self-expression here, like, you have 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords, right? And then on your working, right, it's also the Emperor, right? So yeah, you have to work externally on, look, it says health, right? So working externally on the things that will shift your self-expression, right? So you have to come out of, you have to work on your self-expression. So that could be the lesson that you're missing, is that maybe some of the difficulties, maybe some of the loss, maybe some of the misfortune is there to finer tune your communication, because communication is something that you're supposed to do, right? Or something that you're supposed to learn, something that you're supposed to be good at, whatever the case may be. And so, right, so 2, right, look at the intuition card, right? Family, home. This is the High Priestess, right? Your self-expression, tapping in, turning on, tuning into yourself. And there might be blockage to, like, home and family life, or there's something in your intuition that needs to be expressed, right? There's something that you have to express, right? But you're not satisfied. Here we go, because this is 4 of Cups. You're not satisfied with your partnerships. You're not satisfied with your friendships. You're not satisfied with your family. You're not satisfied with something. You don't want what is being offered. And because you don't want what's being offered, you're missing the lesson. You're missing the harmony that you can find, the reconciliation that you could have if you just let go of this feeling of unhappy, lacking in gratitude, like, for what's being offered, even if it's not exactly what you want. Like, how can you look at this cup that you do have here with newfound eyes, with newfound respect, with newfound wisdom that can help you to see that maybe I shouldn't shun what I do have and not appreciate its value and for what it's trying to teach me right now, inheritance, right? Because that's going to ripple effect into everything that you want to create for yourself. So I feel like this melancholy, this depression, or this feeling like what you have or what's being offered is not what you asked for. And so I don't want it. And it's okay. But then tapping into your intuition, tapping into your truth, right? It's like letting go of projection, right? Tapping into your truth about how you really feel is really the center, balance, harmony act that needs to work within you at this time, right? Eight of Wands, slowing down, right? Slowing down could be a Sagittarius. Slow, have that in your chart, right? Slowing down shifting the energy of feeling left, right? Right? Feeling right, from not wanting those flowers being offered to you, from turning your back to that, to shifting the energy and now finding reconciliation, to be able to see what's being offered to you. Reckless, right? Don't be reckless, right? With how you block yourself from receiving the gifts that the universe would love to bestow on you in a way that can sweep you off your feet. You know what I mean? Like, right? The sun, just have fun. Have fun with it. Don't be so serious about growth, because the more serious you get about it, the more tight you become. Loosen up and really start to inner reflect about that which you need to create for yourself, because only then will that free you to really show up as your authentic self, speaking your most authentic truth, instead of camouflaging or hiding behind things that you haven't recognized in yourself to say out loud. And so it's like no more pussyfooting. Like, don't tiptoe around the bush. Like it's like speak what you really feel, say what you need to say. But in order to do that, you have to really tap into yourself in every kind of way. All right? Okay, that's what I have for you. All right, thank you. Number 8. I hope that made sense. I hope that was helpful for you. Do let me know. All right, so we are moving on. That was number 8. We are moving on to number 9. Right, number 9. I'm going to leave it on this side too for you. This is number 9. Thank you so much for being here. So we got profession, right? Your career, spirituality, goals, direction, inheritance, other people's business, other partnerships, legal. Oh, hold on. Right, can you still see? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So things might do that to you, like number 9, like they become wobbly. in some kind of way, something, right? But we got inheritance, other partnerships, work, service, self-expression, home, networks, money, self-sacrifice, friends, profession, or whatever. So this is the wheel, the circle we're going to use for your dice divination. Thank you for allowing me to divine for you. All right, so we are moving forward. What number did I say? 9. All right, number 9. Huh. 5, 6. I feel like a setback in partnerships, right, needs to be bounced out, examined closely. Your partnerships need to be examined closely. Things are not, may not be what they seem or feel, right? And whatever setback, right, you probably maybe have even become the victim of maybe gossip or scandal in regards to your partnership, relationship, family, friendships too. That could apply too. But like something got knocked out or something needs to get knocked out, right, in a certain kind of way. Right? 7, 8. Something taking things slow. 5, right? 6, 7, self. 5. You might be seeing a lot of 5, 5, 5. 2. But even your personal spirituality too, the goals, the direction that you're taking, that needs to be examined closely, right? Because it's not what it appears, or maybe you're not showing up for yourself in a way that you know you could, or maybe you don't know you could. Maybe you've been trying, or maybe you think you are, or something, right? But something too with your self-expression. Like I feel like your self-expression, that needs to be examined closely too, right? Things are not what it, maybe there is a self-expression that needs to be released, right? 3, 4, 5, right? 5, a strange surprise when you do, right? Something needs to be communicated too, right? There might be with the 6 here, right? Misfortune and loss again, like with this partnership, right? So, or feeling like that, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But there can be success in love and reconciliation, and in love or reconciliation in marriage or union, right? Gambling too, right? To win, you want to be, you're in it to win it, but something is off kilter here. But there might be a pleasant surprise for you in the near future. And it will change. Your circumstance may change without any warning too. 6, 7, 8, right? Something with taking things slow in your self-expression, something with your self-expression. 3, home life, right? Something like a pleasant surprise in your family, right? Your near future, your circumstances will change and very soon, right? In your home. So 3, 4, 5, right? A strange surprise bringing you a little bit more happiness inside, right? And plans to be needing to be worked on. So something in your self-expression needing to be worked on in regards to your home and family life. In regards to your home, like, so I feel like that there's 6, 7, 8, right? Taking things slow, right? The sacrifice, the undoing, right? I feel like sacrifice and undoing this misfortune or loss, right? In yourself, the self, right? Self, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? 11, right? And sorrow, maybe healing sorrow, healing sorrow, healing sorrow, right? From loss, misfortune, or maybe lack there of feeling like loved, right? Within a union, or something like in a way that maybe it's always you, right? So it's just like, so a message of importance, because I'm seeing a 12, right, will arrive soon, right? And maybe it's in regards to legal documentations too, or something. Maybe even some money might be received, or some money to be expected, or look at, and then that's on inheritance too. So, right, of some sort, like an inheritance or some, I don't know. 6, 7, 8, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 again, right? Maybe from a short-term illness in the family. Maybe somebody was sick. Maybe that caused some sorrow, or like, and also too, possibly taking a trip because you deserve it. One, like, you get what I'm saying? 12, 13, 14, 15. But like following your intuition about false friends. Look at partnership, following your intuition about false friends, right? Do not be drawn into other people's troubles, right? With 15, right? So don't be brought in, right, into other people's quarrels too, because that might be a ploy, that might be a trap, that might be just something to distract you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna take these because so many of these fell, but all right, okay, because that was a lot. Right, so here we are. So direction, profession and goals, your spirituality and career, the blending of that. You hearing the mighty roar. So something too could be going down in August, or maybe even just a mind shift, some kind of challenge that you've been facing, some kind of strength that you needed to have. Look, because the wheel is changing in inheritance too, right? The wheel is changing. The wheel is changing. And look at others and partnerships. So work and service. Here, look at, so you're dealing with that type of energy. 5, 6, 7, right? Wait, is that 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, but like that's still that 5 of swords kind of energy, which is not welcomed. It's like, maybe that's how you feel. You feel like you've been in the battlefield so long, and having to have all your swords, and how you gathered up your strength may not be how you ideally visualize that you want it to, in your work, in your service, in your partnerships. And then you got these like folks over here that like you've had fallen out with, or something like that, like in work, partnerships, friendships, family, and all this kind of stuff, like whatever, right? But then here you go, self-expression. Look, it to the world. So there's self-expression from you that has yet to be heard, has yet to be seen, has yet to be activated, has yet to be visualized by you and mapped out. Like there's a song inside of you. There's like a masterpiece inside of you that has held itself back for so long, and that self-expression is singing strong, and that'll change your family life, that'll change your home life. Like it's like if you were the rock star all along, and you let everybody else get on stage, and everybody was in the concerts, everybody was whatever, and meanwhile you're the real rock star. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like something like that, right? Because it's in your self-expression. It doesn't have to be a rock star, just know that I'm colorful. But this could be like even in your professional field, right? Like you could work in fashion design, whatever that you do, and everybody has been going to these particular people for so long, and meanwhile you've been sleeping on your own talents, you've been sleeping on your own skills, you've been sleeping, like on this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7. And so you become like sort of like a victim. You get what I mean? Right? So right. Oh, and then I didn't even go over here. So money, that's good, right? The Queen of Pentacles up in here, which is good, right? In between your networks and stuff like that, but it's in between. So it's like Queen of Pentacles holding steady to your money, your finance, which is great. That's a great place to be, right? Four of Swords, but we're holding on even to like tightly to that which you have already accumulated. Three of Swords, overcoming sorrow. Look at sorrow. We were talking about sorrow up here, overcoming that sorrow, which is good. Overcoming that, that's nice, right? Attention. So pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags that come up, right? In regards to even how you network your money, how you network your information, how you network. Six of Coins, strings attached, right? How you like, so even so, I feel like, look at here, look at this Taurus energy, right? Libra energy, you could be dealing with these energies, you could be that energy too. You got Earth energies, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Libra, right? Taurus, I said, right? I'm looking at it again, right? So dealing with that type of energy, strings attached, entanglements, the tower, so something coming down, right? Aries, Scorpio type energy too, right? So something, right? A narrow escape, barely making it out, like by the skin of your teeth, right? Like, so Three of Wands, manifesting your dreams, right? Having that tunnel vision to manifest your own dreams, even through the disappointment and sorrow that you're healing from, or that you have to work through, or that you have to acknowledge within yourself. And this could be in a relationship. It could be that you could be in a relationship that actually brings sorrow to your heart. And you have yet to allow yourself to acknowledge that in an open way, in an honest way, in a real way that would free you from the strings that are attached, because you finally said it, you finally let it go, or you finally like allowed yourself to sow properly, like that which you should, right? These six of strings, justice, to bring the fucking justice into your life, awareness through awareness and insight, the Ace of Swords, bringing any kind of justice, guilt, blame, shame, whatever the case may be, bring that to light. It's to bring it to light, right? The guilt, the blame, the shame, whatever it is, right? So that it can be fair and balanced to you. And that's only going to come through with your awareness and insight, your sort of truth. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I hope that that was helpful to you in every kind of way. Let me know. Look, if I'm out in the woods, like you feel left out somewhere you feel left out. You could be a Taurus, or dealing with a Taurus or something like that, or just like in general, on Earth, you feel left out, and that could feel kind of shitty. You know what I mean? And so coming into your truth, coming into your expression, coming into like not just doing what's right, because you do what's right. It's actually allowing yourself the floor to really express yourself some more and be unapologetic too. Okay? Allow your self-expression too. All right. So we are moving on. Okay. So we are moving on. Thank you so much. I hope you liked that. I hope it was helpful. Do let me know. If you feel comfortable letting me know, do let me know. Whatever the case may be, I'm open to everything. You know what I mean? Like honesty. That's what I'm open to. So cool. So we are moving on to number 10. Number 10. Number 10. Okay. All right. So number 10, we are going to use this side of the wheel for you, right? Finances, enemies, friends, work, mind, legal, love, health, the present, domestic life, travel. right? Domestic life, I might have to pause this. Okay, after this, right? But okay, so domestic life, travel, next year's outlook, finances, enemies, and whatever the case may be. Thank you, number 10, for being here. It's a 10, right? 10. Thank you, number 10. Here we go. I feel like maybe there was a legal setback of some kind or something, an unpleasantness, something that bumped you out of maybe balance in some kind of way. Something that could have made you feel like out of whack, like a little bit, like right here in love, right? So maybe difficulties, right, in love, in legalities in love. 2, 3. But like even when you add this up here, like patience is key, because maybe any kind of setback, what you can expect pleasant surprise for the near future, right? No, understanding that your circumstances and certain in whatever setback or legality or love that was not fair or difficult or something like that, the near future, your circumstances will change, right? Soon, right? So you might be seeing 222s too a lot, right? So I feel like in regards to your finances, in regards to those that enemies to like enemies for, right, a setback, maybe even a setback in finances or something like that, or whatever the case may be, right? To examine these situations closely, right? Because things are not exactly what it appears to be. And then the outlook too for next year, you might have a misfortunate one, I feel like, right? Just it's your outlook, right? In regards to something 6, 7, 8, right? In regards to maybe things that have taken too long in time. And so it's like, you know, a gloomy attitude about something, right? Even if you like, we could be positive, but then we could always be gloomy. You get what I'm saying? Like 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So, but there's potential here for, look at with the 5, right? Which is a surprise. So something coming into even in your friendship, in your domestic life, that too could be something you can look forward to, something in your domestic life, a new friendship, maybe a neighbor, or maybe a new friendship of some sort, maybe even a potential of something, but here, right? And maybe in your travels, because this is with traveling too, right? So like a strange surprise, like bringing you happiness or something like that, right? And then that being a ripple effect of something that starts bringing other things that maybe you've been stagnant on or haven't done into fruition, right? Right, so, or even receiving unexpected information that just kind of, and this could be intuitive, this could be your own energy within receiving, and like maybe receiving healing, right? Some kind of healing in your favor, right? So 5, 6, 7, right? So because you may have become the victim too from the past of some kind of, like, if it's not a scandal, but like, just gossip, like, people always having something to say, right? Because you might have had challenges or difficulty in business or in life, or your domestic life and stuff like that in some kind of way. So you may have been subjected to certain kind of just people talking shit, like, you know what I mean? That's what I kind of feel like, just people that have something to say all the time and can make you feel a certain type of way, right? So but being presented with these difficult matters are part of your challenge, part of your gifts to solve, right? So, and here too, I see like even a new romance maybe, and it doesn't have to be romance with a person, but romance can happen in many kind of ways. Maybe a romance to shift this outlet, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm sorry, 11, right? Maybe even like after suffering a short-term illness or having like depression or something, like in the mood department sphere, have after being lifted, right? Parting, like, sorrow, right? Because 11 is sorrow too, right? So you might take a trip, right? A certain death that, like, so here, like sorrow, because that's what it says right here. It says a death may concern you. So like maybe having dealt with loss, misfortune in some kind of way, right? You become that victim, right? In some kind of way. So difficulties, creating these difficulties, right? And that's why next year's outlooks for you might be challenging for you to look at with a new birth, a new beginning, right? A positive outlook when it's been challenging. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So you got a 12. So a message of importance, right? In regards to next year, in regards to travel, in regards to your domestic life, in regards to your love life, right? So, and you could also be receiving legal documents and stuff like that if you were waiting for something like that, or just some kind of legality, maybe even it could be a move, it could be traveling. It's just something with paper. Like I see paper too, right? So like papers, it could be signing stuff, like whatever that's going to be for you, that's going to be different, right? So 2, 3, right? So 12. So even a large sum of money or some kind of money coming in, maybe that you've waited for, or maybe that you've earned, however it is, or maybe that's what's to come in the shifting of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? Right? From a period of unhappiness. So that could be the abundance factor. That could be the shift, a period of unhappiness. And there's a shift in that, right? For next year, right? It could be a shift in right? So yeah, so look at in the present, look at that comes out, right? The 4 of Cups, not being satisfied, not liking what's being offered to you at the present, right? But here you go, look at 5, 6, right? So this is the Lovers. I'm sorry. In health, right? So in love and health, so something, so not liking what's being offered right now, and maybe nothing's being offered right now, or maybe there's some type of hiccup from the past, some kind of um right, right? So in the work, in the mind, so some kind of passion needing to take off at this time, right? Like from inside. So this passion that you have within you that currently is being suppressed because of like depression, right? And so the idea is to start working on some stuff, like working on this. Look at here, because look at in your mind, you want you had or you felt or whatever, you had this in your mind, this legality, right? Like maybe a marriage in your mind that, like a happy life, a happy marriage, a happy union at some time. And it's like, now it requires work, right? I'm sorry, I was holding this in my hands, right? So now that requires work. So this is the King of Pentacles and love, right? I'm seeing like earth energies, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with that. I have that in your chart as well. Seeing Pentacles, fire too, fire signs, right? Aries, Leo, Sag, water energy too. So I feel like there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of stuff tied to something that in the present is not what you want. You know what I mean? Like, and so a shift must occur in your health, right? Love, union, like love, or even choosing in love. Choosing in love. Like you could be single right now, but choosing that, you know what, I want to be open to love because that makes me happy, instead of being closed off to what life has to offer you now. It's like feeling secure in that and then allowing those doors to open, because when those doors open, then you allow yourself to receive these things that are here for you because it's on your mind, right? You might have some legal, like you could, like, yeah, like be married or want to be. That lights the firecracker up your ass, right? Here on earth. And maybe being dissatisfied with what is being given at this time, right? Right, the Lovers. So look at twice, the Lovers. So the potential for love, I feel like in your domestic life, you may want union, you may have an option for union. You could be dealing with a Gemini too, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like 5, 6, maybe 6 months, 5 months, 6 months, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe that's where you're dissatisfied, right? You're dissatisfied that about what status of your union is at this moment in time, right? So what is that? The present, in your present, right? So it's like what right? So 9 of Wands, choosing your battles, right? Getting out of your own way, right? Choosing your battles. If you have Sagittarius in your chart to be, right? Test of faith. So getting out of your own way, choosing your battles, that's in your health, right? Because that's what I wanted to pull out before, in your health. So choosing your battles, right? Which will require you to take action, right? So sometimes we can get ruled by materialism. So certain things too, in regards to that type of mindset can have you stuck about something too. 9 of Cups, a hollow feeling. So like a hollow feeling like hollow, feeling that sorrow, having a challenge and shifting out of that. So doing stuff to help you shift out of that, working on things that help you to shift out of that. This could be like putting exercise, yoga, dance, art, but also movement, because sometimes if you can't change the reality of something within you, physical movement should be like first on your mind. Like, so go for a run, go for a walk, do some jumping jacks, do some jump rope, like do some push-ups, like do some sit-ups, like stretch your body, like get up and dance, like something like that, to shift certain energies that are stagnant, that are hard to shift out of. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So justice, for look at fairness and balance, for that fairness and balance in your own life. So justice here, and even if there's some kind of legality and stuff, there is going to be fairness and justice, a balance, right? coming in swift too. For the Empress in your feminine power, right? Tapping into that divine feminine energy that you are, right? Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have divine feminine, we all have divine masculine energies existing within us, right? Having justice for this divine feminine energy. All right, at this time, in regards to love, legalities, domestic life, Queen of Wands, fire energy, right? Being a trendsetter, expressing yourself more, right? Not leaving yourself out in the cold, right? Choosing your battles wisely, doing it together, right? Doing it unified, right? The pre-manifest. So it's the pre-manifesting time before you actually start actually using your magicianary, and not getting tired or don't lose sight if things don't show itself in the way that you want it to. Still keep doing that which you love, don't stop. It's kind of like, don't stop even if you're feeling like this, like not happy with the current circumstance. Like push yourself a little bit more to do things that will make you happy, so that even though if this is the shit hand you're being dealt or having to feel, then at least you're still cooperating with your whole entire being and creating for you a shift and a change that, granted, might take some time, but at least you're being consistent about it now. You know what I mean? All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful in every kind of way. Hold on. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you like that. Do let me know. We're moving on now. Hold on. Okay, hello. Thank you so much. All right, we are moving on to, oh no, right? We're moving on to, it's number 11. Number 11. Okay, number 11. So we're either side the wheel for you. We got profession, career, goals, direction, spirituality, inheritance, other people's business, other partnerships, legal, work, service, health, self-expression, home, family, networks, communication, money, finance, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, friends, community, profession, career, right? Okay. 11, thank you for being here. You might feel cold. I don't know. I just got like cold. 4. Okay, 4. Bumped. 3, 4. You might feel like there's a setback that gets bounced off. Like, so even like a setback of things that disappoint you in regards to your communication, like maybe with friends, because it got pushed up there to friends, right? So disagreements, right? Maybe even gossip, right? 4. So, right, so setbacks and like maybe even yourself, like self-service, self 4, but 6, let me see. Right, like so 6 and 4, like maybe a loss of self, maybe a loss of friendship too, or friendship. 5, right? So 5 here. So in your professional, you might have like a surprise. So this looks up, right? Like in your professional, like work life, like, plans coming into fruition, unexpected, like income, like, coming in and stuff like that. A new friendship, right? A new friendship, maybe that you see, because like when you draw in certain types of energies, like whatever, or maybe a new friendship within your ability to work, or like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But look at, you have right here next to each other too, 9, reconciliation, 2 with friends in your community. So you have the ability to, that if there are any kind of setbacks with friends, family, within your community and stuff like that, or within your own ability to self-communicate and stuff like that, because 6, right? Because 6 is about that misfortune, right? So of a loss of like a friend or something like that, with the 4, right, in your career. So there may have been a setback in your career before, that now you have this new opportunity, right? Here we go. We have this new opportunity from a previous setback in your career to make moves, to make changes, to reconcile, right? To reconcile. And then you got 8 here, but take things slow. 5, 6, 7, right? Because you could become the victim, right, of gossip or a scandal or difficulties, right? Or you've dealt with that already. You've dealt with difficulties in with friends, with your self-expression in, or having a work environment that you like or something like that, right? Eight. Right? So even in terms of, in regards to yourself, right? Self-expression, 8, right? 8. You could see 8, you could see 444 a lot. You might even say 555. So you might be like, even like 8, right? 8 could be important. January, March, April, May, June, July, August, 8. Okay, August. Here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Networking, success, right? Gambling or making money. So now that you're making money, so you could be making money. 5, 9, right? 10, 14, right? Which could bring new friends or excitement in your life from previous setbacks or disappointments, right? So new friendships forging or being made or wanting to be made in some kind of way after a setback, like, you get what I mean? Like, so this could be like the past, right? Like dealing with certain kind of, it's growing pains, right? With everything, right? And stuff like that. So right, so we have self-expression, right? So you have the King of Cups. So this opening, this water, this fluidness, right? Others, partners, right? Upside down, like wanting to build something legal. So this here, I feel like this tells me that maybe you want to get married, right? Maybe that's what you want, a partnership. You want a partnership, you want a relationship, right? And you're working on your self-expression, right? In regards to maybe manifesting, right? Working on your self-expression. So we're learning to work on your self-expression, right? Because right now you feel maybe left out in the cold in regards to partnerships. Work, like they're not working for you, right? So that's why this is probably sideways. So that's going to tell me that that at this present moment in time, as you work on, like, maybe you're not there yet, right? But you're falling in love, or learning to be love in yourself. You get what I mean? Like that love in yourself, right? All right, that's more than enough, right? And learning to be that, learning to have that in your home life, your family life. Maybe that's what you want. You want a happy home life with someone that's going to love you, to give you their cup. You want somebody to give you, oh, there we go. All righty. So you want somebody to give you their cup, and you want to be happy. So that's like, so it's romantic, right? Like it's like here, right? So here, what is that? That's the Emperor? I think so. Yeah, it's the Emperor. No. No. What is this one? This 3 is the Empress. So this can't be the Emperor. What the hell is this one? Am I missing something here? Like, what am I not seeing? Uh, I'm so confused right now. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. Wait, why am I? Is this? So it's the Empress. Oh my god. Why was I having such difficulty right now? So maybe that too. Like maybe you're having such difficulty feeling like the Empress because you're too busy looking for an emperor. I got so confused. So that should be a sign in itself to focus more on your being the empress. Like whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Right? It's about feeling this abundance, feeling this fertility, feeling this, having this, being able to draw this in, right? So something within your profession, there's stuff that you can learn from that environment that you're in, right? And so you might look at inheritance, goals, direction, spirituality. You might feel like you're up against a lot of energies that think they know better, think that that might fight you, that might argue with you. So like in your inheritance, right, other people's business, like they might be fighting, or there might be energies around that are like that, but you feel like your back is against the wall sometimes, right, in terms of your own goals, direction, spirituality, and inheritance, meaning like what you're building, like what are you leaving behind too, not just inheritance on getting stuff, or whatever the case may be. But right, so like to the focus, the shifting of the energy, because right now you might feel like not wanted. There we go. There we go. Right. So why are things like falling? All right. I don't even know where that one went. Oh, there we go. Sorry. That was right in front of my face. Wheel of Fortune. So, right. This is a moment in time that you get to shift and decide like what you're going to do in regards to your own life and how you're going to perceive and how you're going to seize the moment, you know what I mean? Right? So choosing your battles wisely, right? You can have Sagittarius in your chart, or you could be a Sagittarius too, right? You don't have to be, but you could have it. Right? Empress coming up, look at, but upside down. So you see what I'm saying? So the Empress coming out, like not having a hard time, a challenge in feeling like the Empress in your own life, your feminine power. So that's what you're working on too. Like, so that's your energy, right? That's your yin energy. So balancing that yin energy within you so that it can be in alignment with the yang energy with you, needing an outlet, right? So needing an outlet, right? So what outlet, how can you channel this energy, right? Like a Sagittarius, like so it's like, what would a Sagittarius do? How can you channel certain kind of stuck energies from within you? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I channel that and outward so that it can help me make my energy flow, instead of stagnant. You know what I mean? That type of shit too. You know what I mean? So, right. So yeah, because if not, you're gonna keep feeling like you're getting out of the woods, right? So being left out in the cold, instead of being left out of the cold, you can feel like you're getting out of it now. You get what I mean? So that's a good place to be, because you want this union. That's like your dream. All right. That's what I have for you. You know what I mean? I hope that that was helpful. I hope that you liked that. I hope that you enjoyed that. All right. Thank you so much. We are moving on now. We're moving on to number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. Number 12. We got finances, enemies, friends, work, mind, legal, love, health, the present, domestic life, travel, next year's outlook. Okay, so you got some 4 energies, feeling like a setback, right? With certain kind of enemies and friends, like setback with friends. So maybe like unpleasantness, certain kind of things disappointing you in regards to look 8, right? Learning how to take things slow, learning how seeing a friend from a foe. You get what I mean? Like 6 2 could be like misfortune and loss, maybe loss in finances you've been experiencing, right? You know, and so, and it could be these setbacks from 2, like these influences around you, right? With enemies and certain kind of friends and whatever the case may be, and sifting through these types of energy. So it can feel like misfortune, or maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? But it's a time for a new birth, rebirth in regards to your finances, in regards to your enemies, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? New friends bringing excitement, right? So you will receive unexpected assistance from someone close, right? New friends, a new love, a new admirer too, right? So you might have been experiencing these kind of things, but now the tides are changing, right? So there might be some in domestic and travel too. There may have been family difficulties, right? That could be coming. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, a time of birth and new beginnings in your finances, right? A new beginning in your finances, which is a good place to be. You could be seeing 444 a lot, 4, 8, 12, which is 3, right? Pleasant surprises in store for the very near future in regards to friends, right? And enemies and all that kind of stuff, right? Right, so in between here, so work and mind, so there may have been some here with, like we said, with the setbacks and finances, right, that occurred. Now there's a new beginning in that too, in your mind as well. So any kind of loss or any kind of misfortune or any kind of setback that you may have experienced, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? A time of birth and new beginning, right? So maybe meeting with like minds, working, collaborating with people that are like more like your energy green, staying vibe, right? Tuning into it in that kind of way. 6, 7, right? You could become the victim of scandal, of of gossip. People could gossip about you too, right? And what you do, how you live your life, what you do for work too, something like that as well. You know what I mean? Okay, so you have a lot of things that but this is also like, because when I see this, the 7 of Cups and stuff like that, it always makes me think, like, don't get so caught up in the imagination that you lose sight of reality in the present, right? Or in on here on earth, right? So you might in your mind not be satisfied with something at this time in regards to your own work, right? In regards to maybe where you are in your industry, where you are, um your own placement. You may not be satisfied with what is being given to you, or what where you're at. And you have so many, like, you have so many things that you can do, right? And sometimes that can be overwhelming too. I see seance here for you too, because I'm seeing a ghost. You might do spiritual activity, spiritual work as well, otherworldly type of stuff that you might be diving into. Right? Finances. So this is good. The spell right by finances, right? So we have this pentacle, right? This energy of new, right? So new stuff that you could be working on too, right? New stuff that you could be working on too in your mind, right? So here we are. Look at love too. You got love on your mind. Maybe love is you calling it in or something, or maybe the love that you were being offered was not something that you wanted, and now new love is coming in or something, right? Yeah, someone too, right? This could be a King of Swords, right? That's like a King of Swords or Queen of Swords, either or, but this is air energy, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Legalities, right? Coming in with love, right? But look at, so at work too. So here, there's a lot of conflict here at work. Whatever, pushing out, but getting it bumped out. So this time it's like you're fighting back, right? You're fighting back. So you could be in a competitive field. You could be in a field that, like even just like, you know, like when I say, like, for me, I'm just using it as an example, like social media, right? There's a lot of energies out there that want to beat you with their stick, right? They want to fight you for this, right? They want to bump you out of this, right? They want to create misfortune, loss, or something like that for you. Right? So the Sword of Truth in regards to health and your own pentacles, love, right? Like, so here, like being single and abundant, right? Or someone single and abundant coming in with their Sword of Truth towards you in regards to something too. Okay. So Page of Wands, anything. And then you got the Star energy. Where's that? Temperance. That's a star. The star. So wish fulfillment. You got wish fulfillment here. And this fell out over here too. So I'm taking it, right? So it's about too, like, getting out of your own way in regards to how you think about, look at, this is 10, look at having your happily ever after, like, you know what I mean, your happy home and abundance, prosperity too. There's a lot of pentacles here for you, wish fulfillment too, like having something like that here for you, a family, if not already, an abundance of life. Right? So 10 of Cups, an abundance of life, right? So from going from disconnecting to connecting too, right? Storybook ending, right? But it's going to be up to you at this time how you're going to perceive this, because you could be sitting here being gloomy about that which is being offered, fighting for, like, having to fight for what you want. right? Queen of Wands, right? You could be Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Or have that in your chart. But here you are, Queen of Wands. You're a stylish trendsetter, right? You set the trends. You got that fire energy, right? Too, right? But you could feel left out at this moment in time, right? From from love or whatever, but this came out upside down. It's coming out of that though at this time. So this queen is coming out of that energy. Right? Nine of Cups, unrequited lover, coming out of this energy of unrequited love, right? And what else? And what happens now? Right? Over and over. So releasing something. You have to release something. Like, what are you dedicated to? If it's not to yourself and your own craft, like energetic powerhouse, right? So yeah, you can have fire. I see a lot of fire here right now. You could be learning something new too. Be learning something new. You have many possibilities. That's Seven of Cups coming again, like here. That's the Seven of Cups energy right here. You have so many possibilities, so many roads you can go down. But what do you keep doing over and over that's not serving you? So you're blocked by an obstacle that you have to come through and really, so it's your creativity. So being creative and unleashing that like a fury, like, right, is exactly what you need to keep doing in order to in order to receive romance or broken dreams. But look at, you got this celebrating a union. This could be even marriage if that's something that you want. A union, that's something that you want, right? But you're frozen with indecision. So it's about time you make a decision about what it is that you really want, because you have all the energy and potential to get your wish fulfillment too. So it's about getting clear with what you want to do for you, right? All right, thank you so much. That's what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that that was helpful for you as well. Yeah, let me know. Okay, okay, now we're going on to, that was 12, now we're going 13. This is the last one, right? And then depending on how I feel, I have a surprise for everybody after. I'm gonna do like one card or something for everybody again. So you'll get like a double treat for waiting too. I feel like, you know, whatever. I don't know, or maybe charms. We'll do charms. I don't know. We'll do a little charm reading. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. Number 13. And flip it. We got profession, goals, career, spirituality, inheritance, other people's business, other partnerships, legal, work, service, health, self-expression, home, family, networks, communication, money, finance, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, friends, community, profession, career, right? That's what we're going to be using for you. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. Number 13. So some kind of sacrifice, some kind of self undoing, some kind of step back that you're not doing in regards to other partnerships, legalities, work, service, right? You need to examine certain things closely because 4, 5, 6 too, right? Of any kind of misfortune or loss, right? That you may experience or have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Because it's a time of birth, and new beginning, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, right? Because if not, you can have difficulties too, right? So 3, 4, 5, a surprise, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You might be presented with certain kind of matters that you're meant to solve. 5, 6, in regards to misfortune or loss, right? Or things that you need, but there's pleasantness with the 3, there's pleasant surprises in store for the very near future, right? 4, right? So any kind of setbacks with money. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a time of birth and new beginnings in regards to your finances, right? Success is coming in career and money matters, right? A legal action will involve you, right? Any networks too. Here, examine certain situations closely. Things are not what they appear or seem, right? So 2, 6, 7, 8, right? Take things slowly. Acting in haste can cause regret. Don't be reckless. That can lead to difficulty. You could be receiving a gift too. A gift will be received, right? 3, 4, 5, a surprise that brings you happiness in your networks too. So your networking will be successful. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Success and love, marriage, union, gambling, win, the sacrifice that you have to take to win, right? Right? So partnerships, love. So the magician, being the magician in regards to your partnerships in life and love, right? It's like waiting for your chips to come in too. Like it's like waiting for something. You've been working on something and you're waiting on something, right? Friends too. So you can even have a friendship as well. That's important to you, and it's just a matter of time. Right? So here you go. Look, it's just a matter of time. You got the Hierophant, right? You got the Hierophant in marriage and in partnerships, right? In union, then you have here this Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Yeah, so Queen of Wands, you could be dealing, or you could be like Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, too, in home and family and stuff like that. There's something coming into being, right? Giving somebody something, self-expression, expressing yourself, expressing your love, right? And then this fell right here. So look at this is 5 of Pentacles. This is like being left out on everything when you don't respond in the way that your heart feels. If you're not the magician in your own life, everything else feels like this, being left out in networks, being left out in spirituality, being left out in your career, like because of repressed emotions or something, right? So here, coming out of not look at self, like self-expression, self-passion, right? Here, inheritance to other people's business. You might receive an inheritance. You're also the King of Pentacles here, like, so you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have that in your chart. Goals and direction, you're your direction is being this King of Pentacles type energy, right? In your own abundance, right? Your magicianry, like, so success is important to you. And so there's an underlying dissatisfaction that you have in regards to love. Like, it could be the way that you see love, think of love, but it's falling off because it didn't even fall on. So, like, I feel like maybe that's going away. That's it, right? So any kind of, like, so you might deal with a lot of, like, professional, like, so in your profession, like, there might be stuff that is underhanded, like, not, like, you like, there's a lot of, like, sneak, deceit, theft, like, or nonsense in the professional career, right? And then you have justice in partnerships that wants to come out. So I feel like something in your profession keeps you away from, so you might be a workaholic, you might be so focused on your career that it keeps you away from other things here, because that might be the deception that needs to be made clear in regards to how things are maneuvered over here when there is a marriage over here, or there's some type of something over here and everything gets left out. And it goes to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Which is all about a message of importance, right? And so even a large sum of money to be received or something. So I feel like an inheritance too of some kind. You might be receiving an inheritance. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to take all of that out because I didn't even pull for you here. Sorry. Right? You might be receiving an inheritance, right? So spiritual mastery, you might be mastering something. You might be, you might have Earth in your chart too, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to. You'll be mastering something, even like needing to step it up, but you need to step it up. That's the Judgment, needing to step up something now. So you've been mastering something, and so you've mastered it. Right now, it's time to come out of hermit. Now, Judgment is here. Now it's saying there's something that you need to do it. Right? 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Oh, wow. So that's the next step. The next step is your emotional fulfillment, period. Like, you know what I mean? Strength, lacking the confidence. So you might be lacking the confidence to step up to the plate in regards to love. You might be great in all this other kind of places. You might be successful and all this kind of stuff. You might have prosperity, abundance, and success and all this kind of stuff. But in your emotional fulfillment life, right, overflowing, just overflowing. You might be overflowing with love for something, someone, or wanting, right, too. And maybe that's the expression that needs to be expressed, right? And so, and to some Queen of Cups or something, creative idealist, like to an overpouring, like, of emotion that needs to be expressed to a certain somebody. You might have that to do next for your own emotional fulfillment. King of Coins, that might be you, right? Ultimate provider. You're the provider to this Queen of Cups type of energy, and maybe it's time that you make your move. All right, that's what I have for you. All right. Okay. Right. So now I want to go through, first of all, I want to thank everybody that participated, right? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. I am excited to learn what you have to say about the dice divination. If it agreed with you, or you're like, no, it didn't make sense. Whatever, just honesty is always respectful honesty, whatever the case may be. But do let me know. It also helps me with my finer tuning intuitive abilities as well to hear confirmation about certain things as well. So I look forward to hearing what you have to say, right? Right. A little added extra bonus, just because I can and I will and I do. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna get some advice from the charms or whatever it is that we receive quickly, and everybody's gonna get advice from the charms. I'm gonna go off of the codes here. Right. So number one. Okay, number one. Number one. Right? Career, business, on the beach, because I'm seeing some sandals, you know what I mean? So something in the summer, you may, right? In the summer. So dogs, finance, career, you might have a dog, you might have dogs, or whatever the case may be. Something in for the holidays too, antlers, bucks, something being born, something being birthed, right? You might like pink as well, right? Too, like something pineapple, maybe you're planning a trip somewhere exotic or something like that. You might maybe do you play sports or soccer or football or something, like at scissors, like you can cut, you can do hair or something like that too. That's funny. I think, yeah, that's funny, right? Right. So here, friendly bear, I feel like friendly. So you bring the sun to a lot of people too. You might have a lot of spirituality too, a lot of good sound wisdom and advice, right? You are protected too, guardian angel as well. You might be an earth angel too, something maybe a grandma, grandpa, or something like that too. Advice, somebody that you go to or can go to, something with the letter G, like for advice and guidance, or your guardian angels, that type of stuff too. I feel like there's honor to you as well, love and partnership, something for you to have, something for you to hold and stuff like that. So that's here. It's something sacred. It could be past life, union and stuff like that too. Something here, social life. I feel like there's a wilting in that or teaching in that. So there's a lesson in your social life to learn from others and certain kind of things. Certain kind of energies might bring you down in regards to that department and stuff like that. So calculation, I feel like pink too is important to you. Pink color, health, wealth, lifesaver, like so lifesaver health, making better life, healthier choices and stuff like that. That might be important to you as well, right? Maybe home life, family life, cooking, like jam, making some, you might jam out, or happy in the kitchen too. Here, look at this. This is like spirit self, and it landed on spirit and self too, right? But like being in tune, tapped in, turned on, tuned into the divine goddess, gods that you are, right? Friendly bear, and that you might be a teacher, you might teach something, you might be able to teach something, there's also a lesson here too. Oh, maybe, and so maybe, so here, maybe you're supposed to be teaching something socially that you haven't been doing. So wilted dreams about teaching something that you should. Maybe you should be teaching something socially, online, or whatever the case may be. And that's kind of wilted, like you haven't applied it into some kind of degree. All right, that's what I have for you. All right, moving on. That's funny. Number 2. Okay. My hair is everywhere. Number 2. Oh, right here. That fell out, so we're keeping it. Alrighty. See what we have here. Unicorn love, right? Unicorn love. Love might be an anchor, right? So love might feel like an anchor to you, right? Advice and guidance to squirrel. That could be a spirit animal for you. You might like to take pictures or film and stuff. Go sailing as well. A+, you may be like an A+ student, or like good at what you do, or whatever you set out to do. You could be like, yeah, like you could have been a good student in school and stuff like that. Career and business too, so you can like have like a college degree or something like that too, or like, you know, a certain level of professionalism in your career or business and stuff like that. I feel like finances, wealth, there's a certain kind of this, when I think of this, I think of like root chakra blocking in your finances and wealth. Like, so there's certain kind of chakra alignments that needs to take place. Like too, this makes me think of a flute, like music and stuff like that too. So I feel like this too is like my imagination card. So you might also be into psychedelics as well. You don't have to be, but this is like a hedgehog here. So hedgehog and squirrel, you should definitely check out. So spirit animals, you might like animals, right? Animals might be important to you. Maybe you like animals. Like, this is a whale. It was so cute. That's a whale. Pictures, spirit self. So you might also, I feel like, feel like I don't want to say whale or something like that, or maybe you have a low self-esteem in regards to something, family medicines. Oh, and then let's not forget that the snake fell out in home and family life. So that makes me think that you don't think so negatively, but there might be a snake in the environment. So something that needs to be transformed, that needs to be healed in the home and family life, right? Whatever the case may be, social life and others. So I feel like it's like a roll of the dice. It's like a gamble being out there. It's like a ring of fire of gambling. E, the letter E, something to a truck here. I feel like too crystal, because I get like here crystal children, like something like that too. You might be like a unicorn, like spirit animal too, but I feel like too there's lessons in love that are hard, like 666, that might be important to you, or 999, but 666. That's not bad or anything either. To advice, guidance, right, or something too. So I just feel like some seeds need to be planted in regards to love and guidance. Something set sail, so love may have set sail elsewhere. I feel like I'm thinking of cement truck when I look at that. It looks, oh, so look, okay, see, cement truck. So I feel like something that needs to be buried or cemented or healed. The letter E might be a state, a name, an initial, maybe a work, a place, or something. E, a guardian or some sort. I don't know. E. I don't know, or energy. I just think of energy, the energy of the root of the chakra, the balances. So your finances and wealth are broken, right? Your well-being, health and well-being, the Three of Swords, right? So you could be heartbroken. It's like a cement truck, like, so your root chakra be blocked, and your finances and wealth as well, because of maybe the toxic family life. That is up to you to crystallize, shift, change, to polarize and grow. But like, you get an A+ for the things that you sow. Like, you give effort to certain kind of things. What are you doing? Yeah. So I just feel like family medicines, like crystallizing, healing certain kind of family toxicities to help you shift or find your other squirrel. I don't know. Right? Because you feel right now your social life is like a gamble. And something needs to grow. Something took off. You want something to take sail. You want something to sail. Or maybe you want to make sales. Okay, you may be wanting to make sales, or you want something to sail, you want something to scale. All right. Anyway, that's what I got for you, okay? All right, that's good, right? So we got number 3. Okay. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. I feel like this keeps coming out for everybody, and I know it's because of my thing or whatever the case may be, but I feel like that means something. It's like an honorary kind of love, the key, right? So the key to partnerships, right? So partnerships might be important to you. It's important for you to breathe, right? To drink water, okay? Make sure you get your water drink on. Is that water? That should be water. I don't know what that is, but I was saying water. So maybe you drink more water. Career and business for you is a gamble, right? Ice cream, maybe you like ice cream, maybe you eat ice cream, or whatever the case may be. A sister, someone to dream, cry, sing, live. Maybe you have a sister or a friend that's like a sister or a sister. Explore, travel some more, play some sports, eat a pretzel, or maybe go to a game, or maybe you should pick up on playing some sports, paddle, tennis, pickleball. I don't know any other names. What are other names that are with stuff like this? Handball, I don't know. 2, lipstick, major transformation in relationships. 2, maybe that's something that you seek out too. This makes me think of a cuddly buddly, maybe cuddly. You want to cuddle. R, the initials R, spirit self. That could be something. Being out in nature more is important. Something that you could be creating, right? Eating more fruit and vegetables too. 2, maybe, what is this? Perfume, getting a gift or something, or going somewhere is key. 999. You might see, right? Spirit self, traveling too. I love you. Love you. I love you. I love you. Home and family. There could be something in the home and family that you love, right? Major transformation. I feel like there has to be a major transformation in your creativity. sexual outlook too. How you view the heart. Drinking more water, so maybe doing more exercise. Exercising more. Maybe having siblings that you love, an important sibling friendship. Maybe like to comb your hair with a comb a lot. Like a beard with a comb. I don't know. Somebody's beard, your beard. But I feel like the key is to your breath work. I feel like exercise is important. Drinking more water, so maybe changing, if not already, like confirmation, changing your diet, or like becoming more healthier too in your diet. Going on, like maybe eat ice cream. You like ice cream? Right? Home life, maybe like you that's what you want. A lovely home life, right? Maybe you're half asleep, like, because this is like a half an eye for me. Like, I feel like, so maybe you're just waking up to spirituality, you know. Oh, look at Queen, like Queen Pretzel. Maybe somebody, you like pretzels. I feel like blue and pink is important because it's making me think of masculine and making me think of feminine. So maybe wanting that dynamic, or having that dynamic, exploring the world with another person. You know what I mean? Like exploring the world together. I want to explore the world with you, explore the world with you, explore the world with you. Maybe wanting that too. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. All right. That's what I have for you. Thank you. Alrighty. So now we're moving on to number 4. All right. Number 4. I'll fill out 2. 222. You might see 222 a lot. Llama. That could be a spirit animal. M might be important. M or W. M. So partnership, transformation. 2, like that might be important. Maybe like waffles. I don't know, or pizza, or toast, or something like that. Social life, alien to you, like you might be an alien to that. Pinning stuff. Okay, so Anubis, right? Being connected to like the underworld, right? You might be connected to the underworld. You're a unicorn, right? This is that lizard, like, so these are spirit animals. Animals might be important to you. Look at animal, horse, right? 2, animals. Look at animals, might be very important to you. Animals might be very important to you. Mystical life too, right? Divinely lit, guided, and protected. right? In your own health and well-being. You might love pineapples. You might look at like tennis, pickleball, lollipops, pops, love, like the color pink, B. The letter B might be important in regards to finances and wealth, career and business. Loving it. You want to love the business that you're in. So you have to take a dive, that psychedelic dive, like into your own hive. Home and family life might be going swell, like it's a star. You're the star of your family, of your home, right? This is like grasshopper or cricket. This is the cricket. So crickets too represent, and then look at ladybugs, like in spirit and self, like you're lucky in spirituality, or you might have a lot of guides, you might have a lot of wisdom to exude in this life. I see a lot of like youthfulness too, right? And something too that you're building, or that you're pinning, or that you're having, or that you're pinned to, right? Horses, unicorns, everything mystical, chakra like too. You're out of this world, right? You give out of this world guidance, like you're meant to like rise in that type of department, have this major transformation, right? Like this reminds me of like Sailor Moon, like you're here to save the world, or you're part of it, like in some kind of way, like a crystal, like you're crystal child, crystal, or whatever the case may be. Right, read like, well-being, like having spirit, having soul, right? Made, right? Comb your hair might be important, travel might be important to you too, going somewhere exotic, right? Well-being, rest in peace. So right here, that's not to be afraid, but like that's just saying like something like wow. So you could be dealing, you can, yeah, I feel like that. And then with Anubis, the goddess of the underworld, the god of the underworld too, like, or the gates. So you might have stuff that like your well-being, health and well-being, rest in peace to the sacrifice, or to the wreath, or the wow. Mom, wow. Maybe too, your relationship with your mom is important as well. But like either way, um, a major transformation in some kind of way. Um, right. So the cricket represents promising possibilities, right? So you'll want to take full advantage of this symbol for feng shui luck. When a cricket finds its way inside, it's a powerful feng shui sign that good luck has entered your home. So your home environment might be protected too. And I feel like you might deal with certain kind of energies. I don't want to look at that negatively, like rest in peace, mom, if your mom is still alive, or something like that too. Like I don't want to look at it like that, or whatever the case may be, but something too, because when it first came out, what I was looking at was wow, not mom. And then like, when we think negatively or something like that too, um, I just feel like health, well-being, right? You may drink a lot of water too. Horse leading to freedom. So freedom is going to be important here. To look at another horse. right? Another horse, right? Another unicorn, like, so, you know, things like that. So, and the llama, spirit guidance. I feel like you're very spiritually activated and protected. Like, animals are important. Like you work with the spirit animal kingdom as well. And you might be an alien from out of this world. You're galactic in some kind of way. Or maybe, yeah, like something influencing the health and well-being, like, of the relationship with your mom is important. All right, that's what happened. Thank you so much. Right, so now we are moving on to number 5. Right, cute and cuddly toothpaste, right? You'll be taking care of your teeth, right? And the letter N, UN, right? UN, right? Wow, this came out again too, but all right, some other stuff too. Anubis, cats might be important to you as well. You might deal with the evil eye too. Cats, see, cats are important. Star, right? Your heart. And that's a little blimpy career, business transformation in your business growth, right? Cupcakes, maybe like them too. Pink, right? Needing to fix things in your social life too. My love is alive. Your love might be awakening at this time, right? Your love, right? Needing to speak up more, like guardian angel protection. To you, spider webs, like, right? Perhaps love. So maybe love is something that's brewing in your life at this time, right? Tentacles, you got your tentacles in it, right? The sun, so spirit self, right? The microphone is up on in your endeavors in regards to what you're creating. The wheel, right? The anchor in your own family life. A mermaid. Mermaids might be important to you. Cats as well. Your teeth. Your social life. Needing to be worked on in regards to the web, maybe the internet, or doing stuff online, or whatever the case may be. In your career, being you taking the role, transforming and being the star in your own career, in your own life, your own wow factor, you know, maybe speaking more, right? Taking the mic, singing, whatever, like speaking, singing, you know what I mean? Sharing that or not, but still doing it anyways, you know what I mean? That type of thing. My love is alive. Your love is alive. Love and partnerships is alive. Your tentacles, you got your tentacles in something, someone, right? Why you, right? Why you, UNYU. This could be like spirit guides, like their initials too. Or angels. Uriel. Yeah, fixing your social life in regards to what you do online and becoming the star of your own life. I see that in some degree or caliber. Rose quartz here too, in love and partnerships and having a success in that. All right, that's what I have for you. We're moving on. All right. All right. So, who's next? Six, number six, right? Six. Number six. Oh, sorry. This one. Six. Let's see what we got here. Right. Health and well-being. My love is alive. That comes out for you here too. Finances and wealth. Blimp. LO. Right. Life ring. Right. So LO. Those initials could be important. M. Right. LOM. MOL. Dancing is important to you. You could be a dancer too. Cats are important to you as well. Guardian angels you have, like, or the phoenix rising. I'm thinking the phoenix rising, so you're coming out of the ashes. Life ring, lifesaver. Right. Here's social life, like a beached whale. I think of, like, like that's just like everybody look at me, like I'm just like everybody's looking. That's what I feel like in your social life, everybody's looking. Right. Mom, so love and partnerships here, I'm reading that as mom, like, you know what I mean. Music is important to you too. Honor to R might be important. You, right. Star, so advice, guidance, love, career to star. You could be a star. Look at stars, important. Spirit self star, right? Why, right? King, queen, emperor, right? S2 might be important as well. Advice, guidance, like rest in peace here. So like something transforming, right? Something transforming, or something to us, rest in peace, like to, or something, spirit self, diving in deeper, having a more star-studded relationship with spirit self, right? Cute, like a child. This makes me think of a child in your home and family life in the middle, right? Star child. Be a star child, you might associate with that or have a star child too. Yeah. So something throwing you a life ring, right? In finances and wealth, like you're being taken care of, you're being saved, right? Guardian angel protection in some kind of way, right? Your star. Your love is alive, health and well-being, that's helping you at this time, right? All right, that's what I have for you, Summer, right? Okay. Number seven. Seven. Number seven. You might like the beach, want to go to the beach, radioactive, something radioactive within you, the rune, right? You are queen, king of your world. Your hair is important to you. You might be getting a haircut or something with your hair cut, right? I forgot what fish this is. So you might be like that, like maybe even like a swordfish, right? So air quality to it too, right? So your social life too, taking off maybe too, like a rocket ship, or so your social life is important to you, right? You're like the star of your social life, right? So you might be the star in your social life, right? Pineapples, you might like pineapples too. Pineapple, you want to travel somewhere tropical too. Music might be important to you. Yeah, your finances are looking good, right? Hedgehog, something might be prickly for you. Maybe in your home life too. W or M, you might be a mom as well. You might like chocolate. You might be eating chocolate. Maybe even when you're seeing this, I don't know, but whatever. Starfish. So starfish, SR2RS initials could be important and stuff like that. Mom, chocolate mom. Or here like an expectancy of pregnancy. Doesn't have to be you, it could be around you. Scissors too, career and business, like learning to cut certain ties, right, in your own life. But your hair is important. All right, that's what I have for you because I have to start speeding it up, guys. I know, I love you. Thank you so much. Right, so we're moving on. Right, it's supposed to be just something quick. I could stay here all day just staring and get different messages. Right, so okay, number 8. All right. I feel like art and intricate design is important for you at this time, right? Just like the carvings of your own life. Pineapple orange. 2, learning to meditate too, or meditating. You might be meditating and stuff like that. Lovely. Make eyes at each other. So here, partnerships, loving partnerships, wanting that. Like 2, I don't know if I look at that like a baby stuff or something with a baby or a picnic, an award, like some type of video games. Okay, so something with a baby or a younger person too that may like video games, that might be important to you. Seahorse too, maybe a male, because it makes me think, I think of male seahorses because they're the ones that carry the babies and stuff like that. So maybe a male younger than you, or some sort, may like to play video games. I don't know. 2, music is important. Music is important to you. You need to drink more water, right? Warrior, you have a warrior spirit. 2, like things could be unclear for you in certain kind of things too. You may feel watched in certain kind of, in your family. Your family's love is forever. So you might have, this might be in regards to your family. And what, it could be wavy, it could be like, so you have to be a warrior, right? So hard lessons too in family, maybe. And music, to play music, you might play music. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to number 9. 9. Number 9. I dropped. Advice, guidance too. Love you. I love you. I love you. Family. Love your family. I feel like children are important to you, for you, whether you have them or not. It's not clear. Crab, hands. You might feel maybe the cow, maybe like, maybe you want children, maybe you want children or something like that. Music is important to you, or maybe you want to make a baby. I don't know. Look at, then we got amethyst, calm, family. So maybe you want a family, right? Finances and wealth might fear. It could be blooming. It could be cherry. I feel like here, family. Like, I feel like you want to create a family if you don't have one already. Maybe you want a little girl, or maybe something with a little girl. H, the letter H, L, B, Z. Right? You might be learning something about your family. Right? And this is not making me think like maybe you want to have a baby, or you have a baby, or you consider that. HLLH. Cherry. Maybe you like cherries too. Someone could be sending you flowers. Maybe you can send yourself flowers too. Seashell, the beach might be important to you, or the water, or connecting with your spirit guide, those that have passed on too. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a person that has Cancer or has this astrological sign Cancer too. But cows make me think of fertility. Okay, that's what I have for you. Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry. Hey, there you go. Okay, all right, that was 9. Now we're moving on to number 10. Number 10. Number 10. Hey. I feel like everybody needs to drink a lot more water. Transformation. You might feel like a little butterfly. Like a little transformation. You are more than enough, right? Compass, traveling back in time, something to this makes me think of apothecaries. Sailing, setting sail. You may travel. You need to write your own book. You might love to read books. The initial M, N, drinking more water. That's my crystal, rose quartz crystal healing, right? Healing and love. Finances and wealth, UHHU. What is this? What are you? I don't even know what this is. Right? But maybe that's it too. Maybe that's how you feel. Like, because I think about that. It's like, that's how you feel. Like, oh, cute. Weird about something. Right? Breath, learning prana, your breath, right? Taking breath, knowing that you're enough, young and strong, right? Feeling that way. Writing your own book, you might read a lot too, right? Compass, you might like a compass, you might have a compass, you might, or something with a compass. direction, or you might need direction to feel like you're enough. You know, advice. Like you could pin advice, but do you take it? Got it. All right, moving on. Thank you so much. We're moving on to did I say 11 now? Oh my God, I hope I didn't skip anybody, but I think it's 11 now, right? 11. I hope so. If I skipped you, I'm so sorry. Number 11. Right. All right. You might have fire in your chart, Leo, Sag. Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, social life, or you could be meeting someone that is a Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you might be surrounded by the energy. Animals too, black cat, you might feel like a black cat. I love you to the moon and back, right? Capricorn, something with Capricorn energy. You could be meeting Capricorn energy. Maybe like a musician or a singer, some kind of something. So much of me is made from what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like my handprint on my heart. Love and partnerships, you might be seeking something like that. It's 99%, right? Like, so like it's like, so 777, that could be an angel number here for you. Moth transformation, so some kind of transformation needs to occur for that 1% to hit and go next, right? So you might be talking to the moon or whatever the case may be, right? To fire energy, right? So something with your fire, tapping into your inner fire. K might be an initial or someplace and stuff like that. E2, somebody could be a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. Whatever the case may be. In career and business, you might feel like a black cat, like and you might be playful or something like that, or the need to be playful, tapping into your inner fire, your inner Shakti. 777, music, maybe writing music, singing, harmonizing, or listening to music. That might be important to you right now. That might be good for you right now too. I love you to the moon and back, right? Having this, like this is health, wealth stuff. So I love you to the moon back, working on that inner fire within yourself too, to aspire. Yeah, okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. All right, number 12. Number 12. King and queen of your own land, R might be an important thing. A teddy bear, okay, major transformation, death, transformation, rebirth, right? So you can have like Scorpio in your chart too, dragonfly transformations up right here. Something is in a cage in your social life. So your social life may feel like you're locked up in a cage, but you're the horse, love and relationships, partnerships. So you may not be quick to settle down. Z, okay. You could be like a mermaid, right? Love partnerships right here, something to celebrate. Major transformation, you might be like into meditation, spirituality, all this kind of stuff. So much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. That's in partnerships too. So you can have somebody that feels like that about you as well, or you want somebody to feel like that about you too. Here, so R, yeah, so you could be like mermaid energy, spiritual goddess, whatever, God. Your social life might feel like it's in a cage, like there's no love in it in some kind of way. But there's some transformations going to take place, especially in your career and business sector, especially if like your career and business is social, you know, in some kind of way. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. And finally, I think 13. This is the last one. Right. So thank you so much. Flower, spirit, self, some kind of growth. Right. So beautiful social life. Your social life is beautiful. Okay, set and sail, right? Out of this world, transformation, 1111 right here, love partnerships too. You can have like a soulmate type of connection you're rocking the horse with or something, or rocking the horse with. Star, this makes me think of Aquarius too energy, some spiritual, so it could be like someone's spiritual transformation with spirit self in your home life too, creatively as well. Fire, burning fire sign could be too in your heart, repairing the wounds that have ever incurred, especially if it was in your finances. So there's repair. There's a fire burning 1111 wish fulfillment out there for you. And that's what I have for you. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Till next time. Bye. You can follow me on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. You can find me on TikTok, Alchemistic Poetess. You can find me on Blogger, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. You can find me at witchyutopian.com. All the information that you need to know will be in the description box. So just read the description box, and there in the description box, there is a master link. In that master link connects us in every single possible way. That has every single link that it causes, that creates the bridge for you and I to further communicate and connect on. Okay, thank you so much. Here it's like everywhere. Bye.